Wait, hold on, I didn't mean it. There we go. Okay. It's like that little kid in the Subaru commercial. I'm here, I'm here. I was gone for 5 minutes. Getting written a ticket by the police officer. Had to take that phone call. My parents are dropping off crickets for Hunter because they went out to the pet shop. They were out in that vicinity while they were out, so they went and picked them up for me, which is very gracious of them. Anyway, all that said, here we are again, back to this tale, and we'll get started in a couple minutes. Hey Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Yes, Twitch, I know Monochromium Live is streaming. I'm in the chat here for a little while, then boyfriend and you are going to Cold Stone Creamery. Oh, nice. I don't think we have a Cold Stone around here anymore. We used to, but we don't anymore. So hopefully that goes well for you. Hopefully that is good. We'll be here for 3 hours, so if you make it back in time, we'll still be here. But if not, that's okay. I've got a list here. I made a list of all the things we have left to do in the game. So we'll be just plugging away at that as we go today and on the next stream. We might get done in 2. I don't know yet. We have to see how much we get done today. But with that being said, I think, it might be a good time to just take a drink and get started. Because if we have a lot to do, why not work on it right away, right? I mean, that's how I'm currently plugging away at all of my school/job work stuff, because I have a paper to write that I am in the process of writing. I have 3 paragraphs left to write in it, and then it's done for the weekend. So I'll probably get that done tonight, but if I don't, I'll get it done first thing tomorrow morning. Then I can focus entirely on my electrician's apprenticeship test, which is coming up this Tuesday. And if I do well in it, I get an interview and I end up in the International Bureau, not Bureau. What does IBEW stand for again? This was going to be such a good intro, and then I forgot what IBEW stands for. I know it's of electrical workers. International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. There you go. That's what it stands for. So we can focus our efforts, my faculties, entirely on that test once I'm done writing this paper. Similarly, Luger also has a test before him. I think his is going to be a lot more difficult than mine. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Tales of Xillia 2, the stream edition. Last time, well, that happened over there. We had to fight Julius in order to create a bridge to that place up there, the land of Canaan. The orphan in the sky. Still up there. Going to be up there for the rest of the game, no matter what side of Marksburg you're on. And Julius sacrificed his life to build a bridge to it, and we can go there whenever we want. But as you can see on the map, exclamation point there. As you can see on the world map, exclamation points all over the place. We have quite a few character episodes that have opened up to us. All of the final character episodes except Leia's are now available. Leia's is not available because we already did it before the last chapter that we did. So everybody else gets their final chapters now. And then we can go to the land of Canaan once we're done with those. There's also a couple of little job requests that pop up on the board, if I remember right, from doing a couple of the character episodes. But we'll figure that part out in just a little bit once we do these. Currently at 259 of 269 items from the Igdra Union item library and almost 3 playthroughs. Yeah, there you go. That's cool. Hopefully the last 6 aren't ridiculously difficult to get. That's why I was a little reserved with that, because I'm like, okay, cool, you got only 6 items left, and then I'm like, oh shit, you've only got 6 items left. Those are probably like, You guessed Bureau as well. Brotherhood's cooler, though. It is cooler sounding. It also is a little exclusive sounding, but that's just me thinking in terms of equality, because the book that I am reading and doing a paper on right now in my sociological theory class is How to Observe Morals and Manners by Harriet Martineau. It was written in 1837, before the word sociology even existed, and it is the most sociological treatise that I have read in this class. And I picked it. I didn't even get this from the professor. I chose the work. I picked the work, and I'm going to report on it. Can you tell I took B12 earlier? I'm amped today. We finally get a Bunnykins when Elle is in here? Man, that's rude. Yeah, I know. It's like, come on now. At least let Elle be here to enjoy the Bunnykins once we get it. Like, come on now. But anyway, yeah, so since everybody's character episodes are all available, I'm going to go ahead and start with Muses, since I started here in Marksburg. But before we do that, I'm going to run across the bridge so we can go take a look at the other thing that I actually did off-screen. And I thought it was going to take all week, but it actually only took, like, I think 6 total hours of playtime. Maybe not even, maybe like 5. So it was only like a couple of days worth of play sessions. But if we go over here to the job postings, and we take a look at this, well, if you look at my current title is Gold Seal. So I actually took the time off screen to go all the way from, I think we were on Silver Badge, just barely not on Silver Seal yet, to go all the way up to Gold Seal. I figured it was about time that I stopped bitching about it and started doing it. And again, it actually didn't take as long as I made it sound like it was going to take, because, well, look at the rewards that you get from doing these things, right? So, like, first of all, a good chunk of the jobs are just like, here, take a bunch of these materials that you've had sitting in your inventory forever, turn a couple of them in, and you get over 28 to 33,000 gold and 7,000 to 8,000 points for it. And each title in between is like 120,000 points in between. So if we're getting like 8,000 a pop, it really doesn't take that long, especially if you're in a situation, like even if it's not a matter of the items, like once you turn in all the items, which we have enough of to turn all of these ones in, you could just go to an area, kill a certain number of enemies, which if you haven't gotten the 1 star for SP in those areas yet, this is a good excuse to do it, and you're still getting, 26,000 gold, 7,000 points, so that's not too bad. And this one even gives it over 8,000 points. So, like, I would say if you've been neglecting getting titles at this point up to this point in the game, this would probably be your best chance at getting title high enough to do all the rest of the red side quests. You need Gold Seal in order to do all the rest of the red side quests over the course of the game. And that's pretty much exclusively for the hassle at the Tatalian Abyss, by the way. So if you haven't done seal grinding yet, title grinding yet, this is probably the best time to do it. It delays the ending of the game even more so than usual, but at least I did it off screen so we don't have to watch it, you know. Yeah, Time Gear Portal, cool. It's not an umbilical cord for us. Not yet. We haven't opened it yet, so. How the fuck did you get the gold seal? Yeah, so like I said, it's just a matter of doing all these jobs that give you, you know, 7,000, 8,000 points a pop, because, like, these monsters at this point don't take very long to kill. We're at level 70, I think. Maybe 71. I think it said 71 on the file load menu. So these ones with the monsters don't take very long to kill because they're at lower levels than we are. And again, with the ones that just give items, I mean, I can just do this, right? Like, that's it, done. That one's done. Now I do this one weird fragment, there's 34,000 gold and 6,600 points, done. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really take very long to get up into the amounts. And as a matter of fact, since that's the case, I'm also going to turn in these because I won't need them for anything. Eventually it turns into all monster ones, which is fine because then you just go to all the places and you kill all the monsters, and then every 30 minutes real time these white quests refresh. So then you can just keep doing them over and over and over again and eventually get to where you need to be. So there you go. Am I going to max out my job board rank? I'm not sure yet. I know that we need 71,969 more points to get the gold medal, and then it's 200,000 points from that to get to master medal. I don't think we need to be anything above gold seal for anything outside of the post game. So it might be worth it to do it, but in the post game you get even more points in gold for doing these. Like, it goes up again once you get past the final chapter, and you can save your clear data, and then you can load it up and you do the jobs for even more money and even more points. So it's, I might not, I'm not sure yet. I am, however, going to get all of these old sealed Name of Tales game quests off of the thing here, because they've been sitting here forever, and I decided I don't want to look at them anymore, so we're going to give Douse his cape back. I'm sure he'll really appreciate that while he's getting murdered by indignation. We'll give Veg, I'm going to say that's how you say that. Probably not Vague, it's probably Vague. I don't know. Vice, you dumbass. Diamond for that. And again, these sealed weapons are all weapons for your party members. They're in order, so like you'll get one for Luger, then Jude, Mila, Alvin. I think this one's Elise? No, that's... So the other one was Mila. This is Alvin. This is Elise. I think this one's Rowan? Yeah. Then this one you'd think would be Gaius, but it's actually Leia. This one is Gaius, yeah. And then this one is Muse. So there you go. Now, those weapons are not very good because they're sealed. You can't actually unseal them until the post-game. So then they get really good once you unseal them in the post-game, though. They're like, we're talking like 1,800 physical attack on some of them, so. And by comparison, we're just barely breaking 1,000 at this point. So that should give you an idea. Now, I also did all of the jobs that were like, kill this monster that required higher titles than we had. And none of them gave me anything good, to be fair. Walking armor from the Bakura ones actually was not for Impregnable Guard for Luger. It was actually mobile armor, which Leia already has, and I don't even really use. It's basically you can't be staggered during a free run, which is like, pfft, yeah, okay. But I left these ones on the board because these are quick and easy to just turn them in, and then it'll get us some stuff, so I figured I'd just do them then. There's Bullet Flurry, here's an Elemental Guard. And here, excuse me, is the Black Mail for our 30 rare metal. So that's cool. Get all those out of the way. And we can double check what we've got there. We're still out on Elite Monsters, none left. They won't show up again until the post-game as far as I'm aware. But I guess we can check the items we just got. So we got the Black Mail. I might give that to Alvin. I gotta see how that works with his other piece of armor. It's strong against light and dark, increases resistance to confusion, and nullifies poison, which is not bad. There's the Elemental Guard. I think I actually gave Leia the Elemental Circlet, which was another reward that I got from one of the Kill Monster jobs, because I think that was a little better than the Angel Circlet, if I remember right. Oh yeah, and Luger gets Spitfire Plus from Bullet Flurry here, so that's pretty nice as well. So I guess we'll work on that for him. I already got Muse out in the front of the party because we're going to do her character episode first, so I figure I'd just get her and the goons ready real quick. I gave Luger back all of these guards as well, so that way we could get a little bit of extra elemental resistance. I don't know how much it's actually going to help us in the end of the game, but We'll see. And yeah, so there's mobile armor. Like I said, avoid staggering during a free run. We could give him Sky Soldier, but I don't really bring Luger into the air. It would help if he was linked with Leia, because she would be able to take advantage of Sky Soldier, but that's fine, you know, whatever. But Spitfire Plus, I'll probably equip. Well, I don't really see it being too useful anymore. We don't really have TP problems anymore, so I think I'll just stick with regular Spitfire, honestly. If I need the TP, then I'll rely on it, but until then, I won't worry about it. Other stuff, we've got the Black Mail. Now, here's the problem, right, is that Deep Crimson has that TP restoration, which I think is probably more valuable than the Confusion Resistance and the Poison Nullification. But I could be wrong about that, especially considering what we're about to go fight. I forget if the next guy can confuse our party or not, and if I did this, I think Gaius and Alvin would both have resistance from the Black Helm. Well, his is just an increase to Psych. Come in. Thanks. Okay, so that is what I need to go grab. Those are the crickets, so I will continue this discussion in just a moment. Let me go. I gotta put them away because they're in a bag, and if I don't put them away, they'll suffocate because they're in a bag, so there's no oxygen in that bag. So just give me one moment, and I'll be right back, and we'll continue our discussion. Where I think, you know what I'm gonna do, just to remind myself of what I'm doing, is I'm gonna stick Leia on the screen because that's the circlet that I gave her. So just give me one moment. That's okay. Okay, we are right as rain. The crickets are in the cricket keeper with food, and well, they don't get water, they get a gel that's basically like water, but it's calcium enriched. And they are all set to go. They have oxygen because the Cricket Keeper has little slats in it to let them have oxygen. And in about 3 hours, Hunter will be a very happy gecko because we will feed him. So there you go. So it is reasonable to pay off the debt in post-game. Yeah, it doesn't take too long if you do stuff with the, like with the jobs. There's actually a way to earn even more money even more quickly, but you have to do the bonus dungeon in order to do that. So you could theoretically just pay off the debt doing what I was just saying, where you just do jobs in between. And I was paying off a good chunk of the debt as well. I should actually show that before we continue here. So there we go. We'll see in a sec. Wait, Sealed World, the Radiant Mythology games, Tales of the World, those, they remembered those exist. Yes, they did, as a matter of fact. So we won't be using those weapons. As a matter of fact, I can kind of show you. So here's this one. It has a lower amount of AC, which isn't really a big problem to us, but yeah, the attack and the attack kind of leave a lot to be desired. And since you can't break Iron Stance without hitting certain attack thresholds in this game, sometimes it's better to just go with something that's more powerful, even if you want to use the lacrosse stick, for example. So there you go. But yeah, so I got the Elemental Circlet for Leia. It gives her strength against all elements, and I think that's the same as having the guards on. So it's like a 15% resistance against all magical elements. And I figured that'd be pretty nice for her. She gets increased vitality from the Diamond Guard. She gets even more light resistance, and she gets strike resistance. So she's actually resistant to 7 out of the 9 elements in the game, just by having this setup. It's a pretty great setup, and her equipment in particular is probably my favorite out of anybody that we've got here. Like, everybody else is fine, but nothing that really, like, trips my trigger the way that Chrono Trigger's endgame equipment did, like Leia's endgame equipment here. Like, she is stacked to the ceiling with this stuff. It's pretty great. So, anybody else have anything fancy? Oh, I switched Elise to the Lindworm Staff, by the way, because it's a little stronger on the physical side, and I realized if I was going to play as her, which I'm going to be in her character episode today, I'm going to be using some more physical attacks with her rather than magic, so I'm going to use the thing that gives her more physical attack, so that's why I used that. But yeah, other than that, I think everybody's in pretty good shape. I gave Gaius a Matarasu. It's light element, but it's the strongest sword he has available, and I think the boss coming up isn't resistant to it. If they are, I guess I'll equip Shirajima. But everybody else is in pretty great shape. Don't really think there's anything else we need to talk about other than the debt. We can talk about how much of the debt I paid off by doing the grind to get the gold seal.
It's about your loan payment, right?
As you can see there, I have paid a total of 7 million gold off, and I'm about to pay 500,000 more because I just have a whole bunch of it sitting around and I won't need it for anything anymore. So now we've paid off 7.5 million gold.
7.5 million gold repaid. Luger, I know this hasn't been an easy road for you.
It's about to get even worse, Nova. You have no idea. Anyway, we get some more rewards, so we'll go look those up eventually. They're basically, once you beat the character episodes, you unlock a bonus episode. If you go to the land of Canaan and then you leave, you unlock the bonus episode, and that actually takes you back to Luger's apartment. So we'll, actually, I think now that I think about it, it's not even the bonus episode that takes you back there. I think it's one of the side quests that opens up if you go to the land of Canaan and then leave. So we'll be back to Luger's apartment. That's the point. So, but now let's get this one out of the way right away, because just spamming spells from the back while the goons do all the work should be a good warm-up for me getting back to playing Tales, because I haven't played this since Monday, I think. So let's get into Muse's big score and just get this out of the way while we're here.
Everything's all set.
Oh, good, this guy again.
But what exactly are you hoping to accomplish with this?
We'll find out in a sec. Oh, in case you're wondering, you're about to get the hardest item in Yggdra Union that you don't have on the current map. Everything else is a joke to get. Purposely not gotten about 1/5 of the potential items you could have gotten this run, including letting an enemy nab a stat booster that dropped. Enemies can steal items on the map that drop. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, at least it won't be too much of a problem to get the rest of the items, because I figured usually when it comes down to it like that, it's usually a pain in the ass for me to get the rest of the stuff that I need. So I think it was like that in Spyro, if I remember correctly, when we were getting all gems and stuff. But I could be wrong.
Do you really want to know?
Well, I am a scientist, my dear, so yes.
On second thought, forget I asked.
Never mind.
Well, whatever you do, just make sure to clean up your mess.
Hey, good timing. Get everyone
So what's
over here
going
on
on?
the double.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes, ma'am. Let me call everybody in my GHS.
Why did you gather us all here?
Luger said it was urgent?
It always is with Muse, isn't it?
Please try to remain calm, everyone. Sometime tonight, the city will be attacked by a monster.
A
Oh,
monster, huh? Why would a monster just appear out of the blue like this?
I don't know. That's why it's serious. But now that we know it's coming, I think we have an obligation to protect the people of the city.
This sounds suspicious.
I, too, do not wish to see the city damaged.
Yeah, we gotta do everything we can to help. Plus, it's a pretty sweet scoop.
I mean, monsters usually don't just attack out of the blue like this.
So, how'd you find out about this?
That's the question I want to know.
From a reputable source.
Uh-huh.
And that would be... Sorry, off the record.
I mean, you could have just said it was
Just
that
trust me,
scientist
all
guy.
right?
Regardless of the source, we have nothing to lose from strengthening the city's defenses.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Yes, precisely.
We should split into 2 groups to patrol the city.
Okay.
Okay, in that case,
Mila and I shouldn't be in the same group.
Oh,
We're the
okay.
only 2 spirits here. It's for the best if each group has one,
I suppose that's fair.
right?
sure, makes sense.
It's decided then.
Please choose one more member to join your party. So basically you get Muse, Luger, and Gaius for this part. So just pick your other person, and since we've been using the goons the whole time, we'll let Jude, Elise, Rowan, and Leia go take care of the rest of the matter, and we'll keep Alvin here with us. So there you go.
It worked. Exactly as I planned it.
Yeah, we're being duped. We're being played. Affinity with Muse
I
increased, though.
understand precious little of the way humans view the world. But the time we've spent together has made it clear to me that you don't dislike me.
I mean, that's true.
I'm in a good mood today, so I'll give you this.
Oh, how gracious
If
of
you
you.
asked me if I like you or dislike you, I'd have to go with like.
Thank you. Well, anyway, before we move along, you get the Thunder Essence art tome for Luger by getting to, I believe that's affinity level 5 with Muse. It is. And actually, that one's probably one of the best tomes that you can get out of any of your party members, even though you can't really get it reasonably without using friendship potions until right now, near the end of the game. The reason why is because it gives Luger access to Stun Blitz, and that's basically very similar to him using Pow Hammer, except this one can be shot from across the arena because of Spitfire and because of the fact that it's done on his guns. So he doesn't even have to be near the enemy, and he now has a high chance of stun art that he can just shoot them with his guns. And that's a really good setup move. I may come up with a second combo for Luger that takes advantage of the stun from Stun Blitz at some point here before the finale. I guess it's just going to depend on how long we have left before the finale. We'll see how much we get done today, but you know. No, you get the hard shit on run 1 minus the current item. If you fail a map, you can use the retry to keep all card power you accumulated and lower enemy stats for second try of the map. However, using retry will lock you out of 3 late game items. Okay, I see. So you probably can take advantage of that to get certain items so that way you get them done and out of the way, and then you can, you know, just first try the map later on a different playthrough. Yeah, you're being played. I don't trust this. And you shouldn't. As you shouldn't, because it's Muse, so who would ever? Yeah, I think that was how I had it before, so we'll just do it that way. And just to double check that everything is here, we have a fire art, a wind art, an earth art, a water art, and a dark art. Okay, so we're good. We have Sweetheart and Resurrection, so I think that's all we should need. If I'm spamming spells in the back, that's... you want to have one of each element, though, if I remember right, because the next boss is one that can change its elemental weakness, I think. We're going to find out, because it's in the Olympias section of the harbor, so let's go take a look. I think I have a fruit yakisoba medium on right now, so that should help us a little bit with the damage output that we're doing. But we'll see. It is really foggy over here, and now there's a gentleman of some fashion. Fun. Well, looks like the others already found it. Okay, good. They got rid of it. Never mind.
No! Stop! Don't beat it without me!
Well, why did you send Mila after it? You knew she was going to go
My,
gung-ho
what a
on it.
relief. Looks like everything worked out.
Good. I
Everyone's
think.
safe.
I'm glad everyone's okay, but something about this creature seems off to me.
Who created a Spyrix gentleman?
No.
Oh, good. It got back up again. And now he's pissed! Ow.
What? It's gone berserk. Stop it.
Easier said than done, Mr. King, but we'll do the best that we can here. Okay, gentle droid. He's strong against light, so I probably definitely need to take a Matarasu off of Gaius, but there you go. That's a lot of attack power. Holy shit. Wait, it's already dead? What? It changes elements? Yeah, I think it does, based on its color, so... We shall see how that works out in just a moment. Let me give Gaius Shirajima, I guess, because that's the best he can do when it's just regular physical. I mean, you know, I guess I could give him Mizuno Hame because of the TP restoration, although I'm probably going to have to unequip that when this thing changes into water element at some point, so maybe Shirajima would just be better. Yeah, I'm just going to stick Shirajima on. It's fine. We'll make it work, I guess. Okay, so how about Alvin? And then I'll back up and
I didn't want
off we
this
go.
to happen.
That's the beam. I think that's, yeah, straight ahead of me, which is not so good. Oh, I'm confused as well as terrified. Well, that's just great. Maybe I should have brought, whatchamacallit with me. Oh my god, I'm dying again. I'm confused again as well. Oh, thank you. We don't, yeah, I was gonna say, we don't need that. I'm gonna die again. Hold on. Okay, do that. Alvin, thank you. I thought he was still confused for a second. And let me get Gaius back up. Oh, there we go. While everybody else does whatever they're doing there. So we don't want to get battle beamed, so I'm just going to stay out of the way of that and hope for the best. And then just start casting and see where we end up. Luger, stop. Luger, stop. That is not okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, battle beam's on its way again. No, it's not. Never mind. I lied. Okay, now if I just get out of here. Oh, good, he's an over limit. That's fun. Now he can't be staggered, I don't think. That's diffusional drive again. We don't want that. That's still diffusional drive again. We don't want that. Give him one of these. Battle beam again. I'm getting the hell out of here if I can. Okay, I cannot. That's unfortunate. I'm also going to undo my... Okay, well, that's not very nice. Oh, he Calamity stanced Alvin. That's hilarious. That's also really stupid, but it's definitely hilarious. Okay, now, back to this. Oh, it's coming up. At least it's not aimed at me this time. Okay. Let me undo that so that I can, just in case. Maybe it would be better to just, like, you know, not stand directly... first of all, not stand directly in the way of everybody else, but also at the same time, not be linked to anybody, because if I'm linked to them, obviously that makes it more difficult for me, because then I can get confused by battle beam, which is not shooting directly at me, but is shooting pretty close to me right now. Yeah, I was gonna say, Muse, maybe yeah, undo what you're doing there. Send a sweetheart and a sweet light out, and then back to this, I guess. He's almost actually dead. I can only slightly see his HP bar there, but he's actually getting pretty close to death at the moment. That's pretty good, actually. I think I can get one more off before I have to sweetheart and sweet light here again. There we go. Another. Oop, Luger, go away. Thank you. Okay, that's not aimed at me. Good, caught him with it. Nice. That's also not aimed at me. There you go. Okay, y'all. Oh god, that's at me. That's at me! Alright, Sweetheart, Sweet Light, then Diffusional Drive, and that should be it, I think. No, it's not going to be quite enough. I'm going to have to Sweetheart, Sweet Light again. That's okay. But I do need to get the hell out of here again. Air pressure. Battle Beam, but he's dead, so no Battle Beam for you. I think Gaius has a vague idea of how this all came into being. What the fuck is that attack stat? Yeah, no, that's like... I think that was close to what Sienna Bronk had, if I remember correctly, so that's nuts. You know the one thing that you used to always try to do, but usually failed in Tales games? Getting the grade bonus for not using items. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to do that. Most of the time I don't get it, but it's nice sometimes. Is there a reason Muse's sham of a monster was this strong? I think her and the scientist guy overdid it a little bit. Just a thought. I think he went a little nuts with the Spyrix research. But at least we got
Muse,
it.
was this your doing?
Wow, she called her on it immediately.
Muse,
I'm sorry.
You went too far this time.
This is serious. People could have been hurt.
And what happened to the whole sweet scoop thing?
Well,
I'll
it's
be
not a sweet
quiet.
scoop if Muse just did it, then she'd be blackmailing her party. This is gonna be on me to solve, isn't it? Okay, well, we're not throwing her under the bus, that's for sure. I may not like what Muse did to Jude, but come on now. A little?
So
just a
you're saying
bit,
she
just,
did this
you know, a bit.
just to
like
get
a mile.
closer to us?
Yes, because what's
Well, plan
what's easier to
backfired
get
on
us together than killing monsters, right?
You all get along so well with Mila. I thought this would make you like me more too.
I don't really see the
Sorry.
logic in that, but
no. I'm the one who should apologize. Forgive me.
Mila,
Despite your scheming, you were only trying to impress me. Next time, how about we discuss your plans first?
I mean, either that or you
Yeah,
work with
I
that
guess
scientist
we'll give
guy
you a
to
pass
create
this
a
time.
monster simulation
it's
thing.
kind of sweet, in a really weird way.
I really do hope we can become good friends.
Really?
That would have to happen after your therapy, Jude. Well, I guess at the very least she's making strides. Oh. Oh, good, the
She'll get
bomb
some
came
peace from
off.
Muse's mind now.
I hope so.
I'm not blind, you know.
Oh.
She may be obsessed with Mila now, but at least she's moving forward, trying to live her life.
That's
Did
the
I ever
hope.
want to go through this again?
But I know her mind, man. And her mind is always scheming. In case you were wondering where the Muse jump scare face came from, if you've ever seen that in a really old meme at this point, that's where the Muse jump scare face comes from. Is right there. We get sweet dumplings for finishing her character episodes, though, so I guess that's neat. What's that one do? Let's see. Reduces TP consumption and restores HP at regular intervals. Not bad, actually, all things considered. That is definitely going to be the thumbnail of this stream, though. If you missed the Muse jump scare face, don't worry. It's going to haunt our nightmares forever. Because it haunts my nightmares forever, so naturally it has to haunt all of yours now, too. Okay, so who do I want to go after next? Let's see. I think I just want to do them in order, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, so next is the one in Triglyph, which is Gaius. So we'll do this. And, I don't think we need anyone in particular for this one. I don't think there's any fights, honestly. Excuse me, so we'll just do this. And then we'll go from there. Alright, back to Triglyph. Let's go. I don't remember if you get any gold, by the way, for beating any of these, so I guess we'll find out in a little bit. Oh, you know, let me go back to my apartment, actually. I'll rest up, first of all, and second of all, I'll grab whatever this is. Friendship potion, kitty toy. And that's it. That's all I get? For 500,000 gold? Okay, fair enough. I'm actually not going to rest up because you get a full heal from doing the character episode there. So we'll just go straight to. I assume it's at the end. Yeah, it is. Okay. But yeah, Muse's, Jude's, Mila's, and Elise's character episodes have actual fights in them, if I remember correctly. And Alvin's, Rowan's, and Gaius's do not, to go along with Leia's, which also did not. So just keep that in mind, because some of them will be a little longer and some of them will be not. I know Elise's will be the longest.
Hey, I just arrived myself.
Because she hasn't had a fractured dimension devoted to her yet, so that's going to happen now, basically.
You guys worried about Kyle too?
I mean, he did
It's
get
been a while
arrested,
since
basically.
I heard anything from him. I only hope
Or
this
did he not get
dread-out
arrested
feeling is
yet?
just my
Well, if he didn't get
imagination.
arrested yet, he's going to be arrested very soon, considering what happened. So let's go see if he got arrested, shall we?
Hey, they're here.
He did not get arrested,
Hurston.
but he's being interrogated.
I'd offer you a drink, but we're in the middle of an interrogation here. Not
I'm
that you seem to
sure
care.
you are.
Tanner, Kyle, are you unhurt?
They just grabbed us out of the blue.
Unhurt is subjective.
Kyle.
You beat up these children?
It's not very
please.
nice.
It's not that bad. We simply taught these punks to respect the law. After all, they were obstructing a murder investigation.
So you gave them mental trauma for
What?
it?
Plenty of witnesses were there. They all saw what happened. They watched Kyle shove and kill that soldier.
Alright, wait a
No
minute.
way.
I blew it, Biggie.
Oh, god damn it.
But that soldier started it. He was harassing me even though I didn't do squat. He treated me like a criminal.
And you don't
That
deserve to be
Maxian
treated like
started the whole
that,
thing.
but you're not
I'm sorry,
learning.
Biggie. I'm so sorry.
Your bigotry
I'm
is still
not
getting the
one
better
you
of
need
you.
to apologize to.
Oh,
Yeah, you need to
that
apologize
reminds
to that
me,
soldier's
Hurston.
family.
There are some folks I would like for you to meet. Hey, let them in. I'm so sorry. You have my deepest condolences.
Speaking of them,
This man and woman are none other than the grieving parents of the murdered Risa Maxian soldier.
damn. This guy's quick on the uptake.
killed my son, Detective?
Allegedly. The case isn't closed yet.
Tell me why. Why did you do it? Why did you kill our son?
So, what do you think? Do you still insist on protecting this man, Hurston? It can't be easy when one of the subjects you've sworn to protect wails for her dead son.
Oh, so you're just gonna let the cat out of the bag, huh?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Open your eyes. This man is no run-of-the-mill Risa Maxian.
He's
He
like
is
7
King
feet
Gaius
tall.
Of Risa Maxia. Ha! Did you really think he was some Joe Schmo in your little gang?
Biggie? Come on. Say it ain't so.
I mean, look at him.
He's right.
He doesn't even
The
have
scene
the
of the crime
luxury
was
of Clark
Marksburg,
Kent's glasses.
which is under the joint jurisdiction of both countries. That means Risa Maxia is in a unique position to demand custody of the suspect.
Is that true?
I could do that, however.
However, that sort of thing would cause one heck of an international incident, I bet. The
Yeah.
Risa Maxians would be up in arms and out for blood over the incident. It might even poison the current negotiations on tariff autonomy that are so very important to Risa Maxia.
And that would be a problem, because Riza Maxia is definitely behind the 8 ball when it comes to the economy. Olympias just has them beat.
Just think about it, Kyle. Who do you really believe is on your side here? The Risa Maxian king who's been pretending to be your friend this whole time?
Alright, now that's a
Me,
little
A
far.
fellow Olympian.
I don't think he's been pretending.
I don't know what to tell you.
Take me with you. I'll talk.
Well, this is fucked.
Your Majesty, my boss's boss's boss is waiting at the Marksburg Inn.
I'll be sure to put in a
If
good
you'd be
word.
so kind as to come and meet with my superior, I'm sure the both of you could discuss more than a few words in private.
With Riza Maxia's cabinet ministers, I imagine.
Yes, exactly. You imagine right.
What a slippery dude. Played us all like a goddamn fiddle!
Caius.
Sorry.
I know.
This is a serious situation.
It's
I shouldn't
true
be
I could use my powers
referencing
to
memes.
protect Kyle from prosecution. But then I would fail as a king. I wouldn't be able to face my people.
You'd be sacrificing the needs of the many for the needs of the one, and the one isn't even your subject. Yeah, that's a problem. Actually, I'm kind of glad Leia's with us because she's trying to write a story about Gaius, a report, so this is probably going to be prime material for her. Not that it's going to be easy to write about, but, you know. Okay, we gotta go to Marksburg. So, let's go. Let's see how this all pans out. I get the feeling it's not going to pan out well.
Let's discuss this at the hotel. We should return there immediately.
Alright then. Off we go. This hotel or... yeah, this hotel. Okay. Do they have the fruit yakisoba that I just sold? They should. Because I just used it, or not sold, but I gave it away for my, whatchamacallit, and the fruit and cheese for that one quest. So. Did I sell a whole bunch of stuff on screen last time, or did I do it off screen? I don't remember. But I sold a decent chunk of my food. These should be the only ones we need for the rest of the game there, so I got those. Also, we got some gold dice since last time, because after Chapter 15, you can actually get these as rewards from certain jobs. So, I'll demonstrate these. It's not as good as I said it was previously. It just increases your chance of getting a flush when you play poker, so... rather than a royal flush, you get just a regular flush. I don't remember how you end up getting a royal flush every time, but I think there's some sort of a manipulation thing you can do to make it give you a royal flush, but I don't remember how to do it. So I'll demonstrate it. We'll go play poker at some point here to show it off.
Majesty.
But for now,
Everyone
we've got more
is
serious
assembled in
things to deal
conference
with.
room. If you would follow me, please.
Or at least Gaius does, anyway.
Luger, what are your thoughts on Kyle's crime?
Oh, listen, man, like, if there was a murder, and if their bigotry is still getting the better of them, you can't save him reasonably. They're all subject under the law, and if you try to save him, you're going to end up making yourself look bad to the Rizamaxians, and you can't. As much as I value the idea of saving a person who is innocent, if he's guilty, then yeah, he's got to go to court.
You make it sound so simple.
It's not really, but it's the best way to keep your conscience intact.
Such clarity comes from having a strong sense of morality.
Actually, it's mostly just because Kyle and Tanner aren't particularly good characters in my opinion. They kind of exist for one dimension. But, you know.
You helped me accept what I must do, and I am grateful for it.
Glad to help, I guess. Kyle and Tanner are not going to like me after this. It's okay, I never really liked them, though. Okay, well, negotiations
what will
are
happen
done.
to Kyle?
I agreed to extradite him to Olympias.
So he'll be tried.
Did you win a concession on the
Olympias.
tariffs in return?
The ministers are thrilled. They said the life of one soldier was a small price to pay.
Well, that's not very nice of them to say. Did you, like, throw a table when they said that? Because I'd have thrown a table.
In my position, personal feelings are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Were I just a normal friend, perhaps I might have tried to save Kyle from being arrested.
Were I in a Yakuza game?
It is my duty.
Wise decision, Your Majesty. You allowed Olympias to save face, but it also brought a great boon to your people. To be completely honest, I didn't think you had it in you. I wish I were as good at my job as you are. Well then, I'll be off. Until next time.
I would have preferred it if he were openly insulting.
Yeah.
Olympius is the one that holds the upper hand when it comes to negotiations between the two countries.
I mean, they've got Spyrex.
Man
Until
probably
Spyrex
set
comes
this whole
out.
thing up. He knew full well I wouldn't act against the interests of Riza Maxia.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not everyone gets a happy ending in Tales of Xillia 2. We probably knew that already, but you know. Gaius, what are you doing to the camera?
Pardon me. Would you mind throwing this away for me?
All right, now wait a
Are
minute.
you sure, sir? Yes.
Hold on. No, belay that order. Slow down. He is not sure about. I am his acting parent in this situation. He is not sure about this. They gave that to you for a reason, Gaius.
For a man named Erston. A gift from his friends. I have no right keeping it.
But it's
I don't know
proof
about
that. You had
that.
any friends at all. People who actually wanted to spend time with you. As a normal man, as Erston. I think that humans and spirits alike all need people who will accept them for who they truly are.
Mm-hmm.
What'll it be?
I'll hold on to it.
There you go.
Look,
Wise words coming from the
let's
elder
have a group
sister.
photo sometime. You, me, and all the others.
It's a good idea. It'll make a good souvenir when Elle gets back. So, not really a happy ending, but I mean, I guess at the very least, Gaius got a little bit out of
Why
it.
don't I send you my GHS address?
Oh.
Aha! At long last, I have mastered the art of contact sharing.
Wow, he recovered from that very quickly. Alright, what's his affinity at now? 6, I think? Let's see, because Leia's at 8, actually. Yeah, Gaius is at 6, and Muse's at... Or not Muse, Mila's at 6. Mila actually will probably get to 7 by the time we're done with her character episode here, and then I think she gets a little bit more later. But I think Gaius will probably get to 7 as well, because even though we're done with his character episodes, I think he has a couple of dialogue options in the bonus episode that gets him affinity, so... We might actually, with all the friendship potions we have available to us, be able to get all 3 of their affinities up to 9 hearts. And that's an important milestone that I'll talk about later once we actually get to the point where that's going to happen. So, okay, next one is Indrellin. That's, I think, Rowan's, right? Yeah, so let's bring Rowan into the party. I'm going to leave Gaius in the party for this one because, well, this one... Elise is in the party, but it's going to involve a little drinking because Rowan wants to celebrate after what's happened with his character episode recently. A toast to an old friend, if you will. And Gaius, having had that skit where he gets a little drunk on potato spirits, yeah, he seems like a good drinking buddy in that case. Oh, we used a whole bunch of Panacea bottles in that fight. Alright, cool. We'll just buy ourselves back to it. We didn't even use any of the other stuff. We only used the Panacea bottles. I really should have brought Elise so I could use the spell right away. Oh, well. Alright, so we'll save down here. It's funny, Sapstrath Deepwood is where I saved this one, and then we're going to be going back to Sapstrath Deepwood today as part of Elise's character episode, which we'll get to soon. I forget where hers starts at. I think... Let me look at the map real quick, because Rowan's is here. I think this is Mila's, actually, even though Elise is from here. So I think Elise's starts in Sherrilton, Alvin's in Jondu, and Jude's in Campbell are. So Jude will be the last one that we end up doing. But we'll work on that later. There's also, I think now, a job posting that's shown up. I guess I can check before we do Rowan's character episode here real quick. I don't think I'm going to take this one until we're actually done here. But yeah, so now that we've done Gaius's last character episode, we can actually do this one, which gets you access to an accessory, but also sort of closes out the whole thing with Tanner and Kyle and all of them. So we'll work on that once we get done with Jude's, because Jude's will also give us another job, if I remember correctly. So We'll do both of those at once before we finally go to Canaan, but first let's get everybody else's last character episodes done.
Ah, Luga. Did you know the city of Drellin is famous for its spirits?
After Gaius's display, how could I not?
Not the kind that interest you, mind you. Drellin's spirits are of the liquid variety.
As opposed to whatever spirits are normally?
With all we've been through, I believe we could use a drink. Shall we wet our whistles?
But who's to say we have to stop at one? I really hope you're not referring to actual alcohol here, Luger, but sure, why not?
That's the spirit.
Pun not intended.
Come, let me show you how to appreciate the finer things.
Oh boy.
Oh, Lady Mila and Lady Elise. Is anything the matter?
No, nothing. Elise and I are just out for a stroll.
Yep, stretching my legs.
Uh-huh.
What are you two up to?
Luga and I were just about to indulge in some of Drellin's local delicacies.
Sounds intriguing.
Drellin is famous for, seafood and spirits, right?
That is correct, so that explains why Mila is here.
I want to see food too.
God damn it, Tipo.
Why not accompany us? We would never turn down such beautiful company.
Sure, why not?
Flattery will get you everywhere. Sure, I'm in.
Oh boy.
Did you mean just Mila?
Nope.
I meant all three of you. Two beautiful ladies and one beautiful plush doll thing.
Oh, Rowan.
Nice
you're
save, Rowan.
embarrassing me.
Pardon me.
Sure seems like the same old Rowan to me.
That letter must have been a misunderstanding.
Forgive me, everyone. I'm afraid some urgent business has come up.
What is it?
An emergency meeting of the military commanders.
Oh.
We've received threats of terrorism from an extremist group that opposes peace between the nations.
Not Exodus
You're a
again.
busy man.
Too busy to find the time to complain about it. But it's all for the future of our two nations.
I suppose.
Luga, I want you to have this.
Is this a bribe for canceling our bar date? I mean, I keep ribbing him, so why not keep going?
Well, I suppose it might buy a few libations if you sold it, but I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
It completes a set with my own charm.
Ah. Then yes, I will keep it.
I
Thank you.
promise I'll make this up to you.
It's all good. Go do what you gotta do.
He's fully devoting himself to fulfilling his mission.
Yeah, but that might be to his detriment, depending on that letter.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he'd need a will anytime soon.
True. Well, there's no use worrying about it now. Let's eat.
Surprised Rolo didn't jump up and be like, hell yeah, dude, let's eat.
My fish was so fresh, it was practically still wriggling.
That's disturbing.
I'll sample Drellin's other claim to fame when Rowan gets back.
Let's hope he gets back soon. Maybe that's him. Hello?
This is Vera. There's been an abduction. An extremist group has just claimed responsibility.
God damn
The
it.
victim is Riza Maxian Prime Minister Rowan Ilbert.
How did I know?
What?
Chancellor Marcia has requested Spirius's assistance in the rescue operation.
Okay.
Please return to headquarters ASAP for a full briefing.
Can do, Vera. Thank you.
Something wrong?
We gotta go! Rowan's been kidnapped. I'm surprised he hasn't just beaten his way out of it with Meteoric Waltz and
That
Soaring
threat you
Symphony.
mentioned earlier. It must have been bait to lure him into a trap.
Probably.
We gotta save the old guy.
Luger,
Yeah.
we're coming with you.
Sounds good. Okay, so Mila and Elise are in our party for this one. Who are we going to take with us as well? Yeah, Gaius kind of completes the set, I think, in this case. So yeah, we'll take him with us too. Guiding Rowan.
I can't believe that a man of Rowan's stature could be kidnapped.
I mean, I would think anyone of Rowan's stature would be susceptible to it.
Poor Rowan. I hope they haven't hurt him.
What if they're strapping him onto the torture rack right this
Come on now, Tipo.
You can't say things like that. He's fine. He has to be.
I mean, let's consider the facts of how he is able to murder things by spell spamming at this point. He'll probably beat his way out before we even get there, but in the event that he needs a little help, we'll be there.
Thanks, Luger.
And let's remember, this is Rowan we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'd be more worried for his captors than for him.
It's a fair point, actually.
I guess you're right.
Finally free!
Sorry, Tipo.
No problem. I feel you, sister.
Just as long as you don't cut off my breathing anymore.
Regardless, there's one thing we know for sure. Standing here worrying about Rowan isn't going to get us any closer to saving him.
That's true. So let's go save him, everybody.
We need to go find him. We can do this, everyone.
You're right.
Roger Dodger.
That's more like it.
Alright, so back to... Oh, we got a resonance stone. That's cool. Let's go check that out and see what the charm looks like. Ah, there we go. So I guess Rowan has a second set. I wonder if his has the fire and water on it, because that's wind and earth for this one. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if we ever get his resonance stone, but, well, it'd be cool if it was. So. Hey, Marie, welcome back. What did you come back to? Rowan has been kidnapped. He went off to take care of an abduction, and then he got abducted in the process, because it was probably just bait to lure him into a trap. So now we have to go to Spirius and plan a rescue mission. So that's what we're up to at the moment.
I'll begin the briefing. Prime Minister Ilbert has been kidnapped by an extremist group that espouses Olympian domination.
I really don't know why you guys aren't just saying it's Exodus at this point. They're the only group that fits all these descriptors.
Olympian domination? I take it they oppose the peace treaty.
Yes, the Olympian government has been sent a list of their demands.
The Olympian government?
I don't think they directly say if it is Exodus, but it's Exodus. Let's be clear. Like, it's the last pocket of their resistance. I don't think they ever show up again after this, unless they show up in the bonus episode. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But, yeah, no, it's Exodus. Even if they don't say it's Exodus, it's Exodus. So, yeah, Roger Dodger Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
The Prime Minister is a key player in the peace process. He's crucial to Olympius.
Yeah.
They certainly understand that.
That's why they took him.
They intend to use him as a bargaining chip.
Yep.
That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
They also hacked into our telecommunications system and broadcast this message.
How did they manage that one in the first place?
Keep Olympia separate. It is a sacred land for a chosen people. We will not have it be fouled by a friendship with Riza Maxia.
How did these people who sound like soldiers from the Crusades manage to break into our telecommunications network?
Riza Maxia's inhabitants are our fuel. Its land, nothing more than a penal colony for deserters.
Who talks like this genuinely?
The leadership of Olympias has lost its way. We demand the immediate dissolution of the peace treaty.
Like, who talks like this and thinks anyone's going to take them seriously, I guess is the better question.
Should you refuse us, the consequences will be decisive and severe.
Uh-huh.
These nutjobs have Rowan?
Is that message from before or after he used Tetraspell to blow them all up?
We shut down the broadcast immediately, of course, but the extremists have powerful communication jamming Spyrex.
Where did they get those?
We were unable to determine the signal's origin.
If only we had a little more to go on.
If we had a location, that'd be great. Huh? Oh, hang on. Resonance stone.
What is it?
That's the charm Rowan gave you. May I see it?
Sure.
Apparently
you might know more
it's
about
enchanted
it.
by some sort of art.
I was going to say, because it looks to be very elemental.
I'm sure the Four could tell us more.
Okay. Let's see what they have to say then.
Interesting. This art seems to emit a special pulse through earth and water.
Earth and water, even though it's an earth and wind stone?
And it resonates with an opposing pulse transmitted through fire and wind.
Maybe because earth and water are the elements that are, like, polar symbiotic to each other. Like, fire and wind are symbiotic, whereas earth and water are symbiotic. I mean, that's why Rowan has earth and water, Mila has fire and wind.
What?
Primarily.
Rowan had another stone just like this.
I'll have the Four seek out the strongest point of resonance. That should be the midpoint between the two stones.
So let me just keep going from there.
Then the source of the other pulse should be equidistant from us in the opposite direction.
Okay. Look, early 2000s cartoons were a trip. Yeah, they were.
Midpoint acquired. Now we just need to pinpoint the equidistant location.
Well, I'm glad all of you have got this locational data stuff on lock, because I wouldn't know where to
That puts
start.
the source of the transmission near Labari Hollow.
Okay.
They're in Riza Maxia.
Is this why Rowan gave Luger the stone in the first place?
Distinctly possible. It was like his
Almost as if he
backup
knew
plan.
he'd be abducted.
Yep.
He's
Clever
still
old
okay,
guy.
right?
They're using him as a bargaining chip. They'd be fools to kill him.
Yeah, and he's older, so just hurting him would probably be problematic.
Phew.
However, Rowan is still a key figure in the peace movement. They may be planning on disposing of him eventually.
So we need to get there
Now
fast.
that you mention it, the Spurious Corporation has analyzed what would happen if Mr. Ilbert were killed.
I'm glad we're 2 steps ahead of the curve here.
According to our projections, his death and the resulting backlash would ultimately advance the cause of international peace.
Is that based on our best predicting model, or...?
That means...
Yeah, I'm supposing then that that's why he's... But he couldn't have said that was why he's going that way, because he gave me a resonance stone to follow him. So why would... Yeah, no, this doesn't sound right.
No, you're right.
And the conductor hasn't lost step. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't understand how that works either. Maybe it's because he's older, so like... The conservative... I don't know. I guess it depends on how they do stuff with votes. Like, the conservative votes in Riza Maxia might be holding out, but I don't know if that's how that works in Riza Maxia, so...
We've got to rescue him.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
The hideout is in Labari Hollow. Let's go.
We gotta go get him, so let's go get him. And then we will go take care of the rest. Now here's the real question. How far into Labari Hollow am I gonna have to go here? Excuse me. Let's see here. No. Oh, it doesn't show me? Am I just dumb and I'm missing something? I might just be dumb and I'm missing something. Well, whatever. We gotta go through Labari Hollow.
Rowan has to be
in order
around
to
here
find him,
somewhere.
so.
Let's leave no stone unturned.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll find you.
Sorry, I'm not just worried for Rowan. If they let him cast anything, it's over. Yeah, that's true. About to say, so him dying would advance the cause of peace, and so would the peace treaty that is only being opposed by Exodus. I mean, I guess if he died, then they'd have a good reason to go and kill the last pocket resistance of Exodus. So, but now if he doesn't die and we rescue him, I don't know. I guess Exodus might get away? I'm confused. I want to say we got to go down from here, so I'm going to use a holy bottle. I bought 5 of them total, and that should be enough to get us to where we need to go. So, oh, this is the wrong way anyway. I'm terrorizing this poor plant for no reason. And again, the unfortunate part about Labari Hollow specifically is that you can't just jump down to get to the, whatchamacallit, to get to the bottom of this place, so... We gotta walk. I think there is a spot where you can jump down to get close to the bottom of this place, but I think you have to go down quite a ways to get there, though. So... yeah, it is what it is. Come in.
Did you get the crickets?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I was sitting there running my session. I had a momentary heart attack. Oh, fuck. Did I still need me to go get them?
Yeah, no, I got him. I'm good. Dad brought him up, so...
That's all I needed.
Okay. I am too, bro. Luger can break his legs. That's why you can't jump down. See, that's like... I guess that's fair, honestly. We don't want Luger breaking his legs, because then it'd be an even more crippling medical debt. And you know, I had a lucid moment recently about breaking legs specifically. You know, the whole fact that I changed up the Final Fantasy XIV stream so that I was the main character from Pyre while also being the main character in the 14 streams. Now it makes sense as to why I take fall damage in 14, because I broke my legs in Pyre before I got to Final Fantasy XIV, so naturally I would take fall damage.
What are you doing here?
because, you know, even though I'm a character in an RPG and we can usually survive falls from infinite heights, yeah, no, I would take fall damage because my legs were broken previously, so it's basically psychological damage. Anyway, let's go take care of these guys. I guess I don't get to play as Rowan for right now, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Mila, let's link up.
Hey. Yeah.
Are you gonna set down a mine, or...?
Cover me, don't mind.
Goodbye.
Rowan must be in the back.
Hurry.
Well, that was a waste of a medium for yakisoba use, but that's okay.
If there's a
we can
guard
get in
outside.
there now.
Rowan must be inside.
I hope so. Only one way to find out. Yep, by the looks of it. He's also on the ground, so maybe a resurrection is in order.
How'd you find us?
You guys didn't
Why don't
exactly
you
make
ask
it
the
hard
man
to
on the
find you.
ground? He clearly outwitted you.
This old fool? Not bloody likely.
I wouldn't be so
Surrender.
sure about that. Probably, yeah. Make sure Rowan's okay first.
And stay back.
Now.
Nice distraction, everyone.
You'll pay for this.
Well, we got rid of his gun, I guess, so that's nice. Extremist mastermind and armored Exodus extremist who is weak to... Okay, so you're weak to slash, you're weak to strike. I'll just stick with this guy since you're weak to strike. Maybe I'll switch to Elise, actually. Okay.
Well, that settles that.
How can you be so nonchalant about this?
He always takes things in stride, you see. I guess Gaius massacred the guy that was weak to slash.
Rowan! Thank goodness you're alive!
I knew that you would eventually come and find me here.
Did you know that you would be abducted?
Unfortunately, yes. I considered it enough of a possibility that I should have an insurance policy.
Well, thankfully,
needed
our
something
insurance policy
effective
works a
but
hell of a lot better than most
inconspicuous,
Olympian
so I
insurance
gave you a paired
policies.
resonance stone as a safety measure.
All right.
Whoa, good thinking there.
We were able to take out the extremists' home base as a result.
Ah, so this is where the last
Always
pocket
the
of Exodus
tactician.
hold up.
Your plan really came together there.
It
But
was
did
only
you have to
possible
risk your own
because I
life
knew
to
I
do
could
it?
rely on you.
I guess.
Rowan, there's something that you should know. We found those letters that you wrote. The wills.
Yeah! You see these tears? We were afraid you might kick the bucket!
Ah, so you ended up finding those. Dare I ask if you read them in their entirety?
I don't know, did we?
I was too scared to read past the very beginning.
Okay, no, we didn't.
Then you missed the part where I asked you to assist Lady Dressel in restoring the 6 ruling houses.
Huh?
I believe the 6 houses are crucial to strengthening the bonds between Rashagal and Arjul. I have hidden multiple letters to other prominent figures in my residences in Kanbalar, as well as those in Finmont.
Uh-huh.
They outline all of the steps that should be taken in order for the prosperity and future of Rize Maxia, as well as the peace process.
I see. That way your mission could continue even without you.
He's thought of
Not
everything,
that I
hasn't
had
he?
any intention of dying, mind you.
I mean,
After
Lady
all, there
Drizel
is
said
still
you needed
much
at
I
least
must
10
do.
more years in you.
I simply haven't the time to die. But at the same time, I understand that no one lives forever.
Rowan.
The thought of our bright future flickering out because I died with my plans half finished. To me, that would be a fate crueler than death itself.
Well, it's a good
But
thing we
this
were here to
way,
fix that for
the
you.
hope of achieving international peace can survive even without you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have written such letters to a great number of people. And you are one of them, young miss.
I never would have imagined that you'd come to me for something this important. Are you okay with this?
Although, hey, you know you can count on us.
Elise
I
has the
want you
makings of
to
a political
decide your
figure,
own future,
even if she might
miss.
not want to.
Yet as much as I hate to burden you with the fate of the country, we are good friends, and I could not help but ask.
I'd be more than honored, Rowan.
But knock off all this dying talk! You're bumming me out!
Yeah, let's not guilt trip. Let's just, you know, make sure that Lady Drizel's request of him not dying for 10 more years, let's make it so that at least while we're with him, there's no problems there.
Definitely. We'll all protect you, no matter what happens.
Count on it.
Thank you, my friends. Well, it appears I won't need to have you read the rest of the letter then.
I mean, you kind of gave us the Spark Notes version.
It's from Chancellor Marcia. She seems to have been quite concerned about me.
You are important to Chancellor Marcia, just like you're important to us.
Yeah, you're totally buddies now.
Oh, we are? I suppose that our relationship has evolved beyond the point of mere colleagues.
You're at first base,
Perhaps
Rowan.
I
Good
should
work.
invite her out for dinner and apologize for putting her through all of this.
That seems like the least you could do.
Hey, not so fast. You better treat us all to dinner first.
I mean, we did work up a sweat getting
Something
down here.
upscale should suffice.
Oh my god.
I have to pay for everything?
I couldn't pay for that on a government budget.
Joys close to the hearth, and carry those joys far afield.
She's got you there, Rowan.
She's using your own proverbs
I
against you.
accept defeat. Tonight will be my treat.
Oh boy.
Woohoo! Hooray! It's just like they say. For the act of spreading joy is the greatest joy of all. Someday I'll take you to dinner. You deserve a reward for all your hard work, too.
I'm looking forward to it already.
Let's not do it until you're off your student budget, though, because I don't think you could afford an upscale place. And we get the pointing stick for finishing up Rowan's little story there. He's probably at 6 affinity now, so that's cool. We can check. I'm not so worried about his... Oh, he's not even in the party, so I can't really even check until I go back to a town. But yeah, I'm not really so worried about his affinity. I'm more worried about Gaius's, Leia's, and Mila's. So. Non-lethal extermination, or does he die here? I think lethal extermination of the Exodus agents was in order. Wait, did Mila just use Soul Body from X4? It kind of looked that way, didn't it? But she probably just sent Sylph after him. It was green, so that usually is Sylph. Excuse me. Rowan is literally the embodiment of Foresight is never a lost art, because, man, it feels like Foresight is turning into a lost art. Yeah, he plans ahead quite a bit, and I think we could all use a little bit of extra planning ahead skill. It's helpful. Student is learning, yes. She knows how to use Rowan's thought processes against him somewhat. Alright, well anyway, that takes care of that one. Let us go to Hamil next and see who ends up... Actually, I think it's at the Gallia Trail entrance, if I remember right. And I can rest at the free bed that's over here while I'm at it, because why not? Pretty sure this one's Mila's, though, if I remember correctly. I guess we'll find out in just a moment once I am done taking a snooze in this bed that is free for me to use, even though it's inside of someone's house that actually moved here and actually owns the property. Why can I sleep there for free, exactly? Okay, so we're going to get the standard team that we get out for any Mila character episodes, although I obviously want to have her first so I can play as her. She keeps on this path, Elise would be a scary AF politician. I mean, yeah, consider how, you know, it's like, okay, well, don't piss her off in the International Relations Department or she'll cast a negative gate on your ass. I would not want to be in the negotiation room with anyone who can drag me to hell with a single spell. That just would not be very easy to reconcile, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's Mila's. There it is. Alright then. Let's continue her story and finish hers out. And then we will move right along. Like I said, I think Elise is in Cherylton.
Orange sitting in a tree. Sylph picked a orange, icky like feet.
No, pick up orange, juicy and sweet. They cut it into halves and each had a treat.
Man.
What a sweet little song.
The echo on that one was uncanny.
It's a porridge picking song. The more you sing it, the sweeter the fruit.
But the words icky like feet are in there. How does that make the fruit sweeter?
Shy little porridge sitting in a tree.
Oh, here they go again.
Humans certainly put a lot of meaning into music.
I guess that's true. Reminds me of how Victor sang when he passed away.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, Jude.
I wonder what song that was.
Well, it was the Hymn of Proof. Yeah, and let's just... Since we're always talking about Julius, were we on the point where getting Julius affinity actually affects anything? But let's just do this one. I don't think either one of those is going to get us points.
It seemed to mean something to Victor as well.
Well, he was me from another dimension, so...
I think it went like this.
If you're humming, Jude, I can't hear it.
Yes, that sounds about right.
It's pretty good study.
It really sticks in your head.
I guess so.
There's something about it.
Yeah, I don't think they really balanced that one volume-wise very well. I mean, he's humming into a microphone, so it's kind of hard to pick up, honestly. You kind of have to really accentuate the humming. And when you accentuate humming, it affects your throat, too. It, like, throbs at your throat. So, if they wanted Sam Riegel to do that, they probably would have had him do that as, like, the last thing he did on that day of recording, because he probably wouldn't have been able to talk very well afterwards. Porringes, forgot those were a thing. Yeah, Napples and porringes, so those are Hamil's major food exports. I don't know how that works, because one is a citrus fruit and one is not, but whatever. Can barely hear it. Jude's very quiet. Only heard him because you apparently have very good hearing. It's also, if you're listening to this on headphones, you can probably hear it a little bit better because it's right in your ear. It's across the room from me, so that's why I can't hear it.
It's almost nostalgic.
Yeah.
I think it's nostalgic because Mila Kresnik, I mean, the progenitor of my clan, you are named after. So, like, maybe that's why you feel nostalgic about it? Oh, I guess we can think about this later. Hang on. Hello?
Department of Dimensional Affairs here.
What's up, Vera?
We've detected a new fractured dimension.
Man, they're just popping up right at the end here, aren't they?
However, we haven't been able to pinpoint where it leads.
Well, that's strange.
The coordinates are highly unstable as well, so please be careful.
Uh-huh.
That sounded serious. What's going on?
A bizarre fractured dimension that leads to Nowheresville.
So basically, they have no idea where this fractured dimension will take us.
Nope.
That's odd. They've never had this problem with the coordinates before.
Wonder if it takes us to some place we just haven't been before?
Maybe it's just a glitch in the system.
That's possible, too.
Or perhaps the location doesn't exist in this world.
Or that.
Do you intend to take the assignment, Luger?
Yeah, naturally, because there's too many questions that need answering.
As always. This mission's a real wild card. We better be ready for anything.
We might need the help of Snap Pivot for this wild card. No, I'm playing as Mila, so we won't get the Snap Pivot. But we will take the regular 4 that we take for these Jude and Mila missions, because Elise is just a solid healer all the way around. I know that I said she wasn't going to be the main party member, and she's not, to be fair, for the end game, but for these jobs, yeah, no, she's a real asset. And also, I'm realizing that the fruit yakisoba medium that I have is probably going to run out. If I don't fight another battle before we go to the next area, it's going to run out at an inopportune moment. So I might go fight a battle before we finish up so I can eat another fruit yakisoba. I think there are battles in this next section, like when we go to the fractured dimension, but just in case, I'll save right here. So that way... I mean, I'll just roll with it if there aren't. You know, it's not a big deal. But... Alright, here we go. See where this one leads. Oh. Well, that explains why they couldn't pinpoint the dimension. It's in the temporal crossroads is where the fracture is.
Isn't this...
The temporal crossroads. They still exist here.
I wonder why. The truth about the temporal crossroads.
I never imagined I'd come back here. It feels so strange.
You too? Being here brings back all the thoughts and feelings I had when we were here a year ago. I guess you could say I've become quite a ponientalist.
Yeah, what?
Seeing something that evokes powerful emotions. That's poignancy, right?
So you're a person that sees something that evokes powerful emotions? There, I guess there's your SAT word of the day. I don't even know if it exists.
And being a poignantalist means what? You're a big fan of that sensation?
Yes, it's a term I learned in a book called Passions at Dawn.
Uh-huh.
What?
I have never been well versed in human emotions. I've been trying to make a habit of studying the ones I don't fully understand.
So, the reason you're so eager to use our words...
I want to better understand humans. To understand the way you perceive the world.
I can see how you're looking at Jude in that picture, Mila. Are they going to have a Jude counterpart to this?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really touching.
Okay, if you two need a room, I'll just go take care of the catalyst real quick.
I think I might be turning into a poignantalist myself now.
Oh my god.
Well, there's plenty of poignantalism to go around.
Luger, separate. These two need some room, okay? We need to get out of here. Okay, anyway. I'll fight one battle so that way my fruit yakisoba runs out. Actually, I need to fight a few battles now that I think about it, because we need to get all the unique encounters that are here. They're not available anywhere else, so... yeah, that's not gonna work out. Okay. Maybe I should start with Undine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. What are you weak to? Wind, okay.
How unfortunate.
Oh, well, that's not so good. And off they go.
No one can match our combined strength.
Oh, okay, just a reminder for daylight savings time. Alright, cool. Why do we still do that in the United States? Like, what's the point of doing that rather than just, like, keeping the clocks, you know, at a certain time all year round? Like, don't a lot of other countries just keep the clocks at certain times all year round? They've just gotten rid of daylight savings time. Like, it's not like we need to save on candle wax anymore, guys, okay? Like, come on. See if I can hit multiples here. Yep, there we go.
This is my duty.
Help me blow up the rest of them.
Shimmer spin.
Oh, he's gone. I'll just stay up here actually.
Well done, comrades.
Getting a lot of work out of Undine there. Not bad. Yeah, this is the point where Luger excuses himself. Yeah, for sure. Luger, get out of there. You don't need to be there anymore. You've done your job. Anything over here? No. Okay. So we need a water element and a wind element before this is over with. I guess I'll just fight these guys. Why not? I've got some, you know, extra stuff. So. I can wait. There we go. Oh, yeah, you know, I probably should have seen that coming. Oh, good. We all got level ups.
Now I have the strength to protect.
I'll keep getting better. Bigger and better.
Very nice. Okay, so still need water element and wind element. Hopefully they're down here, because I think this is the last screen down here. Well, I see another fire element, another earth element.
Indeed. A great many things happened here.
Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting. I see a wind element down here at least, so let's go see if we can get the water element while we're at it. Nope, we got more fire elements though, I guess. Just double it up. Yeah. You walked over it on me. That's unfortunate.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, takes care of the fruit and cheese. I think I'll actually wait on the next one, though. Enemy sage, nice. Because, oh, there's the water element right there. Okay. Well, that'll get us all of them at the very least. Oh, and an encounter link. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. But yeah, I think that's all of them for now. I'm probably going to save the, whatchamacallit? The limit? Not limit, the over limit. There we go. That's the correct word. Because then we can use it in the upcoming boss fight. Oh, that's not nice splash. You know, I guess I should have seen that coming, considering, you know, Mila's the only one in the party that could cast that. Oh, okay. I guess I just won't turn around. That's nice. Wait, right here? There we go.
Farewell. Lightning. Lightning. This
Again?
is my duty.
Alright. Okay, I went under her, but that's fine. Do I not have impregnable guard on for Mila? Must not. That's okay.
This is my duty. No one can match.
Alright. Now you should have all of them, so... yeah, okay, and we got the encounter link done as well. So now, I probably can get around this guy, so that way I don't have to waste another holy bottle. Not that we really need them that badly, but, you know, better than... no, we might need the holy bottle here. Run, Luger, run! Okay. We're fine. We were fine, now we're not fine again. Hold on. Pull you this way. Okay. Now we're fine. Ish. We're fine-ish. Ah, okay. So these will top off your life bottles. I imagine the apple and orange gels will also be topped off. So let's use a bunch of them now, just so that way they're all done. And this is what it was in the first game as well. They topped you off on these in the first game. So we might as well just do that since we're going to get the maximum in a second anyway. There we go. Let's not run into the other guy because we'll get into an encounter link. And before we go, I think I'm just going to quick save right here real quick, just so that way... Oh, you know what? Before I do this, actually, let me use that Fruit Yakisoba Small, because that'll carry us through the next couple of fights. So that. Now we'll quick save before we head down, because as soon as you go down here, just like in the first game, you want to, you know, be prepared. Because I'll give you one guess as to who's waiting for us at the bottom here.
Another uninvited guest?
Actually...
Mila, tell me, what are you doing here?
It has been a while, Maxwell. Although perhaps not from your perspective.
You know, this is very
I
convenient.
hope you are
Weren't we
willing to
going
talk
to...
me. I have
Yeah, ask him a
for
question?
you.
How laughable. Come now. What makes you think that I will suffer your foolishness again?
This is far
Fractured
from
Wingle
foolishness.
again? Never mind,
It's
should have seen that coming. I mean, it was a good
Silence,
guess.
human. Who do you think forced me to unmake Mila in the first place?
You
Unmake
unmade
Mila?
her?
So unlike our reality, she was eliminated in this world.
Well, that sucks.
I don't know how you've managed to return to life, but you will fare no better this time.
I
Those
think
who
we'll have to
stray
see
from
about
their
that one.
path, who lose sight of their duty, must be unmade. No exceptions.
So unmake you? Yeah, I don't know if you know this Mila. I don't know if you know enough about her to say you know her, cuz this one has fulfilled her duty and then some.
I won't entertain objections from the very humans who led her astray.
I don't know about that one.
If you insist on coming back from death, then I will simply remove your souls from the cycle of life forever.
Well, that's not very nice.
He's not in a cooperative mood.
I can
hate
tell.
to do this, but you leave me no choice. We will destroy you again, Maxwell.
We didn't destroy him the first time, to be fair. But if by destroy you mean beat him in battle, then absolutely. Alright, so weak to water, strong against fire. That's fine.
Show me what you can do, Lord of Spirits.
I'll just wait
I'm
here
sorry to
while
involve
everybody
everyone
gets
like this.
smushed.
We'll be okay.
Yes,
guess.
this isn't enough to stop us.
Oh, right, hold on. Yeah, I'll wait, actually.
Behold the power of the Spirit.
I'll definitely wait now. Get the hell out of there. I was just trying to link the Jew, but I was holding L1 while I was at it, so... okay, wait for it. Well, we're burned again, but that's fine. Thank you, Elise. I'll wait. Am I gonna get through this without? Yeah, I am. That's good.
Assist me. Okay. Ruination phase. Now, come.
I didn't even think that Shining Stinger hit. Oh well.
Take shape and be my blade. Elemental mastery.
Got some big damage off. That's all that really matters. Just have to do it again. He's already a third of the way dead. That's nuts. Jude is also very dead. What the hell happened? Okay, whatever. He's up against the wall, so that actually really helps for Mila specifically, because she pushes people when she's attacking, and that can be problematic when you're trying to get combos off for her. So. Oh, okay. Well, there goes my combo. I'll wait. Thank you. My combo again. His win phase is not very much fun, in case you weren't sure yet.
Behold the power of the Spirit.
I should leave. Mila, leave. No. Did she do it twice? Am I just stupid? I might have hit it twice. That might be my bad. I think he's out of thing now, though. Yeah, he's out of Wait. Nice, got him. Over 100,000 damage in that one combo as well.
Always fight.
It's unfortunate, but we had to. We do what we must to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Why did Jude explode? I did, in fact, press it twice. Yeah, I didn't think I pressed it twice, but I guess I must have just hit the stick one too many times. Oh well. Yeah, R1. I think even if you said R1, he wouldn't calm down. You'd have to fight him, so... I guess if you couldn't make an emerald ring before, you can get one from here, but I'm not real keen on it. Lockdown Advanced. Interesting. Probably worth a decent chunk of grade. It's an advanced title.
How did you become so powerful?
By fulfilling her
now
duty.
Answer me this. What happened between you and the human Mila Kresnik? Did it have anything to do with the creation of the schism?
Where'd you hear that name?
It's become
well, I'm
ingrained
named
in
after her,
Niakara
so...
folklore. But the story's details have been lost to time.
Ah, interesting. I see now. You must be one of her descendants. That would explain the wealth of your power.
Got it in
I want
one.
you to tell us everything. Did you name me after her? After Mila Kresnik?
And why would you want to know the answer? That's irrelevant to the mission I assigned you.
Isn't it important for her to know her origin
anyway? I want to know
anyway?
about myself. I want to know what went through your mind before I was given birth.
You want to know. Perhaps naming you after her led to that as well.
I mean, you did it, big guy,
Mila's
so...
name was derived from Mila Kresnik. Is that a safe assumption?
That woman pestered me incessantly with her constant questions. Why this? How that? She wanted to know it all.
Well, I mean, you're a font of knowledge,
human
so...
curiosity seems to have no boundaries or limitations. I must say it never ceases to amaze me.
In many ways, it could be defined as one of humanity's most intriguing traits.
Yeah, Maxwell is in fact just
Humans never halt
cranky,
their
yes.
quest for knowledge,
I mean, we
even if
beat
it
him
means
up, so I'd
risking
be a
their
little
own
cranky too.
destruction. They're always looking to see what's ahead. The strength of their curiosity is stunning.
When Spyrix began to drive spirits and humans apart, Mila stood against it.
Really?
In striving to understand spirit kind, she represented more than just human beings. She was hope.
Surprising to hear that the progenitor of the
She devoted all
Kresnik
of her
clan was
energy
opposed
to
to
the benefit
Spyrix.
of spirits and humanity alike. Truly a magnificent sight.
But I suppose
It was a
Luger's
slow
line is from
process, but
Olympia,
one
so
that
that's why
showed
it's
promise.
surprising.
In time, humans who wished to coexist with spirits flocked to her side. Thus began the Kresnik clan.
And Nia
And
Kara,
yet,
I would imagine.
I understand that Kronos didn't think much of her.
Well, that doesn't
Kronos
seem
did
very
not
nice.
think much of any humans. At the end of the day, he found them inadequate beings who needed to prove their worth.
And that's why you disagreed with him.
That's the reason for the Origins trial.
Did you have a falling out with Kronos? What happened to Mila Kresnik? I get the feeling these two are connected, so...
She was driven to her death by the humans who were members of her own clan.
Well, that's
You couldn't save her from her demise?
No, I never saw it coming.
Well, how could you
Unbeknownst
from
to
here?
me, the Kresnik clan had become poisoned by a faction seeking to exploit spirits for profit.
Yeah, that
Mila would
sounds vaguely
naturally not
familiar.
allow that. Therefore, they conspired to kill her.
2,000
I
years ago,
concluded that
that's
the
still
schism was
poisoned
the
our
only
clan? Holy
solution.
shit.
I would divide the world and bring over select humans on the Ark.
The ones that
But
weren't
unlike
opposed
what I
to,
expected,
you know, the
Mila
spirits.
refused my invitation. Instead of coming aboard the Ark, she chose to stand with the humans who had turned against her.
And you saw her actions to stay behind as betrayal.
Of course, Mila had thrown in with those who would rather pursue their own selfish desires. What else was I supposed to believe? That was a rude but much needed awakening for me. When presented with great power, humans cannot control themselves.
Sure, but
And
you
you spoke
regretted
with
it
Mila about her
1,980 years later when
There
you
was
made
no
this,
need.
Mila.
Or were you perhaps afraid to ask and hear her answer?
Hmm.
Afraid to find out her motivations, her intentions, and what she truly meant to you?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Think she's got you there, Maxwell.
The power of the Four.
What are they
Get
doing?
away from
Oh.
Lord Maxwell! Now, you filthy vermin!
Yeah, if you thought Maxwell was the only boss fight in this one, no.
Aren't they nice? I salvaged them from the remains of their former master.
You killed your sister for this power? Okay,
So
she's
music
back.
of this world.
She's the catalyst.
Yeah.
I'll kill anyone who dares defy Lord Maxwell.
Talk about a
Come
blast
back,
from
I'll
the
just kill
past.
them again, because that is my sole mission!
Incoming!
Alright, here we go again. Muse's weak to light again, if I recall correctly, so Mila starting her combo with Shimmer Spin should make this pretty good.
She's controlling the Four?
Also, she has access to Mila's 4 spirit arts, so Undine and Ifrit and all that stuff are available to her. So that's not so good, but we'll make it work. I hope. If I can keep her in the air long enough. Let's see if that even happens.
I shall vanquish your
Oh, okay. I'm not going to start my combo now. I was going to start my combo now, but I am not going to start my combo now. I'm going to back the hell up. Oh, elemental shot. That's great. Alright, there we go. Let's do one of those. Yep, okay. probably should have magic guarded a little faster. There you go. Guess I'll double up the healing. That's fine. Yeah, I was just saying, Elise, yeah, a Dispel is in order, I think.
Assist me. Okay.
I'll just use this. We're not really doing a whole lot to begin with anyway.
How unfortunate.
Sorry.
I don't know if Cloud Pierce is really going to do us a whole lot of good either, so I'm just going to... I probably need to power charge 3 in order to get her up, though. I think. Okay, so I can either Undine or Whirling Assault there, but not both. Got it. See, again, the problem mainly with Muse is that she can kind of get out of your combo by teleporting away, which obviously is never a good thing. The nice thing, though, about her having access to the 4 is that she can't over-limit with any of them. So that actually helps a little bit, because then she has less of a likelihood of actually getting off Event Horizon here. So. Nice, Jude. I'll wait. Oh, okay, I could actually do that, and that'll actually do double it up. Cool. Oh, we're getting there. I'm gonna wait. Need it? No. Maybe I should just guard. Thank you, Elise. Wait for it? Oh, okay. I won't wait for it. I'm touching it.
I shall vanquish your souls.
Okay, I guess I'm getting out of here. But yeah, like I said, as you can see, she likes using the 4 a lot more while she has Overlimit. Now, Gravity Well means she's going to Mystic Art, and I can't tell if them being down there means that they're dead or if they're just down because of Gravity Well. But this will hit all of us, so that's fun. Alright, we need a little help here, I think. So, what can I do here? Wonder if I can, well, actually, I think, honestly, I just do this. We let Elise use Dispel, yeah, and then I think that's pretty much all we really need. Just top ourselves off, let Elise use Nurse. And then we'll be good. Eventually. Let her down, but everybody else got her, so that's good.
We can do this.
Yes, we can.
Ruination Fangs.
Okay. I'll take it. One more combo should be enough. Might not even have a chance to do one more combo. For it. Got her. Just had to take my advantage where I could get it.
In this dimension watch over you.
And I guess there's another revival ring.
I've grown stronger still.
I think I sold my old one now that I think about it. It's the
I
recall skill, so it's
know you
nice,
can
but
do it.
I don't really find it that necessary.
You even
Didn't we fight a Catalyst Muse already? Why are we killing her again? Yes, we did, but this one has access to the 4 great spirits.
To grasp the hubris
So
and
she's very
cruelty
different.
That humanity is capable of possessing. And yet you still side with them?
I think she
It is a
walks
duty
with
that
them
I,
rather than
as
sides
Mila
with
Maxwell,
them.
must fulfill.
Interesting. You have defined your own duty, have you?
I have established new
and in
parameters
this
now.
mission, I am
Created
not alone.
my own mission. That's not the line,
So
but
you
close enough.
too have chosen to part ways with me.
Maxwell?
Go and live wherever you wish. It It's no longer my decision.
Well, you're
This is no
correct, because
cause
we're
for
about to
sadness,
explode you.
Maxwell. Even when separated, the bonds that tie us together cannot be so easily broken.
She would know this, considering, you know, the last game.
This melody.
Ah, okay, so she's now humming the Hymn of Proof in case that isn't coming through clearly.
Yes. No matter what happened, your heart was always so...
You can finish that thought in the space between worlds. But at least we gave him a little bit of a warmth in his heart at the end of his life.
Why did you hum that tune?
It just popped into my head, like a feeling I couldn't put into words. I can only hope Maxwell understood what I meant by it. Thank
Sometimes
you, Luger.
music is
Because of
easier to
you,
convey
I
feeling
understand
than
my
words.
predecessor's
So.
side of the story now. Although I didn't learn the whole truth about Mila Kresnik.
Yeah, we
Couldn't
got a good
stand
chunk
the
of it.
thought of abandoning those left in Olympus to die. That's why Mila Kresnik wouldn't go with Maxwell to Riza Maxia.
She just didn't have the
How so?
heart.
Because the world Mila Kresnik dreamed of long ago is the same one we wish to create now.
She couldn't flee to a world that offered salvation for only a select few.
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm sure Mila Kresnik wanted to ultimately be with Maxwell too.
But he made the wrong
so they
decision.
Could make the perfect world together.
Jude.
We've learned that our dream isn't a new one. People and spirits have been seeking it for ages.
Maybe now we'll
Have to
finally make it
come
work.
true.
Yeah.
You're right. For Mila Kresnik's sake as well as our own.
It's the lab. I better take this.
It's probably about Celsius.
You might not know it, but you're already walking ahead of me, Jude.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that precludes you from being able to walk on that road, though, does it? Hiya, Rolo.
That much
Good to have
is
you back.
certainly true. But I know that I won't be around to see everything Jude will accomplish. I realize that's just
Yeah,
the
but-
way it is, but I don't have to like it.
You'll
Sorry.
be able to hear about it from the spirit realm, though, right? I mean, Muse can still slice reality open.
You okay?
Yes. Is everything okay at work?
Yeah, it should be fine. I guess it's up to us to carry the torch passed by Maxwell and Mila Kresnik.
We will put an end to Origin's trial once and for all.
Once we get through the rest of these character episodes. But that's the end of Mila Chapter 6. So her almost entire character episode plot, fangirl, that's just great, is almost entirely revolving around us fighting, because there's a boss in almost every one of her character episodes, except the first one. But in case you were wondering, so the stuff that we've gotten so far have been the joke weapons. Mila's is just a fan. It has an increased critical hit rate and has a chance to stun enemies. It's just got low attacks, so that's why I'm not going to be using it. Rowan's got the pointing stick. Pointing is considered rude in some cultures. Others find it helpful, which increases his two most important stats, so that's good, I guess. If it wasn't so weak, I'd probably be a big fan. Let's see. Gaius got the festival paddle. The most ridiculous weapon you have ever seen in your entire life. It looks like one of those old wooden board game things, honestly. And then we already said that Muse got sweet dumplings, so there you go. We can't see that on her model, so we're not going to equip that. Once a friend of yours called himself an audiophile because of his love of music. This made you think, fuck, he's an audiophile? What does that make me, an audio maniac? Because you personally think that music is the strongest tool humanity has access to, stronger than even the invisible force of the language barrier. I mean, music does transcend the language barrier because the feeling of it you can understand even if you don't speak the language. So, yeah, I could see it, honestly. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, that's what I thought. After completing Mila's character episode 6, for some reason, I guess Muse from the fractured dimension we just broke left a little present for us. This does not come up just because you beat Gaius's character episode, but it does come up because of Mila's. We get the Conqueror's Blade. It's Gaius's most powerful weapon. It restores HP and TP at regular intervals and has a chance to revive the user. So you might be thinking, so Mono, you're going to equip this immediately, right? No. And there's a reason for that. Despite the fact that it is exorbitantly powerful and has some really great effects on it, look at the attack elements on it. It is a total of 5 elements in a single weapon, which is problematic for Gaius specifically, because the only elements that he can hit that are not in those 5 elements, so slash, fire, water, wind, and earth, are light and strike. Which means it's going to be pretty hard once you start attacking with this weapon to keep your combo going. Now, if this was Tales of Xillia 1, this would probably be an incredible weapon, and obviously it was because he used it in the final boss fight. But here, it's a little less so, in my opinion, just because it's got all those elements on it. If it was just a regular slash weapon rather than having all those elements on it, I think it'd be a fantastic addition to our arsenal. It'd be one of the best weapons in the game, but the extra elements... it just makes me not a big fan of it. I might come around to it. I might try it, but we'll see. Oh, and by the way, you also get Gaius's costume for when he was the final boss of Xillia 1. So if you really enjoyed that, now you can use it, and you can also use Gaius's crest on any character you want as an attachment. So that's fun. I haven't really done anything with attachments in this one because we kind of went nuts with them in Xillia 1. So I said, I'll just leave everything the way it is for this one. Anyway, so that takes care of that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll be done with the character episodes. We need to do 2 jobs. So the 3 character episodes, 2 jobs on the job board. We need to go to the Land of Canaan today. So if we go for a little length on today's episode, it's because I want to go to the Land of Canaan today in order to get the last cat. Because then we can do Kitty Dispatch to get the 100th cat, and we can do there's a little quote-unquote side quest you can do with the cats once you have all 100 of them. And we'll do it. So basically, I want to get to a certain side quest today, and if we go a little longer than 3 hours to get to it, it depends on how the rest of these go. We'll see, but I'm okay with it if it does. So. Now, I have a question. Did I even use that fruit yakisoba? I did. Okay. I wasn't sure if I did when when I was about to get in that boss fight. To make it a little simpler, but I guess Maxwell was dying too quickly for us to have not used it, you know. Do you guys even have fruit yakisoba here? No, you don't. Okay. I guess I'll use the medium fruit yakisoba then. That's fine. How the fuck is a cat inside of Canaan? This is a genuine concern and a question. They get everywhere, I guess, is the best answer I can give. Really, I think they should have saved Schrodinger for the Land of Canaan cat, because they already had a cat named Schrodinger in a different part of the game, but Schrodinger would have been the perfect cat to stick in the Land of Canaan. In a land that is alive and dead at the same time, seen and unseen. That's what Schrodinger is. That's what the Schrodinger's cat principle is. So why not stick him there? I don't know. Feels like a missed opportunity to me. Before my feelings could reach you. Waiting for your pen pal to text you back?
Really in a chatty mood.
Something troubling you, young miss? Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Especially to friends.
I haven't been able to text Luna since, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what would you say to her after what happened?
Luna sends her texts, but Elise doesn't even read them.
I'm still upset about what happened with Exodus.
I know I should move on, but I just can't get it out of my head.
I mean, I think that's understandable.
What would you do?
I probably wouldn't keep ignoring her. I'd probably try to text her. Rebuild the bridge, right?
I don't think I have that much courage.
I don't know about that.
What matters is what you want to do, young miss.
That's the problem. I just don't know.
Maybe we need a fractured dimension to make you decide better. And on cue...
This is the DODA. We've detected a new fractured dimension.
Yep.
We've sent over the coordinates. Please take appropriate action.
Now listen, I've played this game before, but I didn't realize it was going to be that instantaneous that I would summon it into existence.
A new mission? Can we come too?
We're
Yep.
sick of stewing in our own thoughts.
That's fair.
A fine idea. Sometimes a little distraction helps the mind work through difficult issues.
And a little light exercise never hurt nobody either. So, off we'll go. Yeah, Schrodinger's cat, yes. Sup, Vera? You're here at a most appropriate moment, as usual. I'm gonna go back to Drellin, actually, so that we can just refill our fruit yakisoba and fruit and cheese, because I think we might actually need them. Well, no, maybe not, but I guess while I'm here, I'll just save real quick. Let me actually get the party set up first, though, because we're finally gonna play as Elise. We haven't had an excuse to play as her the entirety of the game. We're finally gonna play as her, so I can show you just how bad I am at playing as her. Who do I want to take with me, though? If I'm gonna mainly be using physical attacks. I think I'm gonna take Leia, actually. That was Gaius, not Leia. Hang on. I think I'm actually gonna take Leia, because I can play as Elise and have her focus on the damage output, while Rowan casts spells, Luger is our physical guy, and then Leia can focus on the healing part. So I think this should work out okay. We'll see if it does or if it doesn't. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you know, can't hurt, right? Plus, Elise and Leia have a funny linked art if I get the chance to use it, so. Now, the problem that I have with Elise, the part that kind of gets me a little bit, it's a little janky when I play as her, is that certain attacks of hers have a little bit of weird hitbox troubles. Frozen Flash in particular is one of her best martial arts, in my opinion, because it hits those two elements, water and earth, and she has trouble hitting both of them. Tipo Quake can hit earth, but water, this is her only option. It's just that sometimes when I use it, and then I use Tipo Barrage immediately afterwards, it doesn't combo into it. Like, you drop the combo, despite the fact that you have... I usually start with just a physical attack of hers, which is Shot Element, then Pow Hammer, which is Strike, then we have Frozen Flash, which at that point is 4 elements. I shouldn't be dropping the combo immediately if I've got 4 elements on the board, and I'm adding a new element with my next art. But it happens, so I guess we'll just see if that's what happens here. I mean, it shouldn't happen as much if I attack while my allies are also attacking, because then they can keep the combo going. But you want to end her combo with Tipo Copter. You want to use it 100 times so that she can use it while aerial, because Tipo Barrage sends her airborne, and Tipo Copter hits like 8 times, so even though Elise's combo is really short, she has a pretty easy time building the combo meter, and then if she's linked with Luger, she gets like a 10-hit linked art with Tipo Copter, so it's pretty good. We should be fine for this next part. We'll probably even get her Mystic Art off, because I think we're pretty high on the board there, so... Didn't you use her in the last Elise episode? Yes, I did, although I think we only got to fight, like, 1 time in that one. So we haven't gotten the chance to do, like, an actual boss fight or anything with her. So now we'll have the chance. Oh, and also, just in case I need it, Rowan and Leia can use Stop Flow, which is the same thing as an Hourglass. So, just in case we need to use that for something.
I guess we start with the usual on-the-street interviews?
Sounds like a plan.
Come out, wherever you are!
We'll look for the red dialogue boxes, because those are usually a pretty good indicator. Like this guy.
What? Zhao has a daughter?
That's new info.
To warrant further investigation.
Were we aware of him having a daughter from the last game? I don't think we were, now that I think about it. Well, let's go see if there's anything else to be said in the Centroplasm. Oh no, is the catalyst going to be this universe's Drizel? That's a fair question. I guess we'll find out soon enough. No, we weren't aware of that info? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, okay, this is just the materials guy. Well, you've got a red dialogue box.
Something doesn't add up.
Yeah.
We should look into these poachers.
Okay, the, whatchamacallit, the mission has changed to meet with Drizel, so let's go take a look and see what Drizel's got going on, and if she can give us more info about these poachers. And I might actually fight a few regular battles with Elise just to practice her combo a little bit before we fight the actual boss, just so that way I'm not struggling during the boss fight itself, because I think we have to walk a little bit to get to the boss fight from Sherrilton. I don't think it happens right here.
You made it, Ellie! I was just sick with worry after you said you'd be late.
Play it cool.
I chanced to run into Miss Elise outside
I was gonna
of
say, I
town,
guess Rowan's still alive
so
in this
we decided
dimension.
to travel back here together. If you don't
'Cause otherwise,
mind my
Giselle would have
asking,
been like she saw a
why
ghost.
did you invite the young miss here today?
Oh, I don't mind you asking at all. Ellie's father is coming home. It's been ages since they've seen each other.
I beg your pardon?
Father? That's right. We got word he's finally getting a break from the job he was assigned to.
Well, that's a change.
We really get to see Father?
Her parents were dead in the
course, you
first game,
silly.
long
Isn't
before
that why
she
you rushed
got
over
to the
here in
point
the
where she
first
was,
place?
so...
Elise!
Okay.
My little princess. I'm so happy you came out to see me.
Oh, adopted daughter. Okay. I see.
Yes, what's the matter? Has it been so long that you've forgotten what your old man looks like?
Well, we know that's not
Chief,
entirely
please settle down.
true, but...
Miss Elise seems upset.
Please put me down, okay?
I'm not a little girl anymore, Dad.
Elise isn't a little baby, you know.
Ah, forgive me. I was just so happy to see you.
I made you T-pose because I was so happy to see you.
You just want to pick her up and squeeze her.
Oh my god.
And I couldn't be a prouder dad. There's nothing I wouldn't do to protect her. Anyone who dares to court her will go up against the highest standards.
We know
I don't think
she's
you have
your
to worry
sun,
about that
your
for a
moon,
while.
And your stars. You've said it so many times, I hear it in my sleep.
Jurgen, you do realize you're the biggest oaf in the Catarl clan, right?
Wow.
Precisely why you picked me to be your right-hand man, Chief.
Takes one to know one, Chief.
Oh, guess your old pop owes you an apology, child. I got so tied up with work that I completely forgot to bring back souvenirs. But I shall make it up to you. Ask for anything you want, and it's yours.
Well, we've been wanting one thing
In the whole wide world?
for the whole game.
I can't think of anything.
Elise, come on now.
Oh, that's it!
Yeah.
A Bunnykins!
Hmm?
It's for a friend of mine. Well, you've heard of Bunnykins, right?
And not with an IE, with a Y.
Of course. Everyone with kids has heard of that toy. But those...
Lady Drissel, would you mind if we were to rest for a bit before the briefing?
Oh, of course. You both must be exhausted from your journey. Please, make yourselves at home.
If only we had the time. Monster poaching is on the rise again in the Sapstrath Deepwood. The bastards seem to be after pelts this time.
Those poachers have apparently been slipping through the Catarl clan's defenses. We need better strategies for catching them.
I've directed the Merchants Coalition to boycott the purchase or sale of poached goods, but...
Banning them just boosts their value on the black market. And the
Yeah.
poachers aren't getting any less greedy.
Maybe we should trap them and take them to jail.
We'll talk later, right, Elise?
Everyone, please do try to rest up as much as possible. Tonight's the big reunion party. I just can't believe Zhao is my father.
I know fractured dimensions are all funky, but can that really be true?
Yes. In this dimension, at least.
So, real father, biological
Guess we
father
had
in this
better find out
dimension.
more about Zhao.
I guess she got more of it from her mother.
Quickly. Things will be complicated when the Elise of this dimension arrives.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, we should hurry then. Elise in paradise. Oh, hang on. Did Zhao adopt Elise? She's having tons of emotions right now. Yeah, so I guess in this case he's actually, according to what we just heard, genuinely her biological father in this fractured dimension. Interesting. How are you going to smuggle that between dimensions? That is a fair question. With Elle not here, I guess I'm going to have to rub it up against the watch or something? I don't know. We're going to find out, aren't we? I don't know if anybody caught anything about what Zhao was saying, so since no one has said anything yet, I'm just going to go with his skit. But he said something that was interesting.
The big man is Elise's father? Don't know how I feel about that.
But it seems quite clear that he cares very deeply for her.
Yeah.
I don't think the me of this world knows the truth about who Zhao is and what he did to my real mother and father.
That's a possibility that is not... So basically, I think the divergence here, right, is not necessarily that Zhao is her real father. It's more, now that I'm listening to this, it makes a little more sense. It's that he adopted her as his daughter immediately after he killed her mother and father way back in the day, and he just never told her. Yeah, what's this Zhao guy like anyway? We don't know. I don't know a whole lot
Zhao
about
used to be
him.
one of Gaius's subordinates. He was a great man, who also served as chief of the Kataro clan.
He threw his life away fighting 24 soldiers for no reason.
But he also killed Elise's mom and dad.
Yeah.
What? Nevertheless, Zhao died, protecting Elise. Whatever his past and his motivations were, that fact is also true.
And it makes this situation deeply complicated.
For now, let us do what we can to resolve this situation. There will be plenty of time to reflect upon it later.
You're right.
Fair enough. Let's
Thank
just
you
be
for
there to
helping
support
me
Elise.
through. You too, Luger.
Because
Sorry
this
to
has
get
got to
all
be tough
mushy
on her.
on you.
Nah, it's all good.
Need to apologize, for we adults to be relied upon by others is a badge of honor.
A badge of honor? That sounds kind of cool.
I mean, we have a badge at this point in our
It means
attachments.
you can rely on us for anything.
That's nice to know.
Anything, huh? How about we start with a nice neck rub?
Oh, jeez. Fractured dimensions are just like the end of Dragalia's story. There was the possibility of anything, meaning that at the end of the story, the writers could write fan fiction that would still make sense. Yeah, and that's a whole lot of fun, right? It's just like, okay, well, anything could happen here, which means they can just do whatever they want. No one knows what could happen. And honestly, sometimes that kind of creative license for writers actually helps a little bit, because them being able to write whatever they want brings out some really funky, original stuff that wouldn't be as easy to come by when they're trying to write something consistent, right? So I can appreciate it. Alright, so I think Zhao went up this way. He's in one of the two rooms here, and that one isn't even unlocked, so this one.
How could you do this to me, Jurgen?
Chief, please, let me explain.
What's going on?
I caught Jurgen sending our defense strategies to someone over his GHS.
It's probably Alvin, isn't it?
Don't tell me you're on the take from those poachers, are you?
Well, Jurgen wouldn't.
He's our buddy.
Jurgen,
The one we
put
know,
me in
anyway.
touch with whoever got those plans. If he's not a poacher, you've got nothing to worry about, right?
I'm so sorry, Chief. You have to forgive me.
Jurgen?
You're really a fink?
Well, that's not very nice.
It's because of my wife. Hyla's condition just keeps getting worse.
Hmm.
I needed the money so I'd be able to buy her the right medicine.
Probably
Why
Alvin
didn't you
isn't here
just
to help
ask
you
for
in
my
this
help?
case.
I would have, but the medicine she needs can only be made from protected monsters.
Oh.
That's why I betrayed you, but it's no excuse. Betrayal must be repaid in blood, no exceptions. I know the rules of the Kataro clan.
So you're ready to accept your punishment?
Hmm.
Let it at least be by my hand.
Oh my god, he's gonna smush this man in this house.
Jurgen was only trying to save his wife.
And Elise and Tipo just flew in front of him like a bunch of cartoon physics.
Father, you're the chief, right? So you can bend the rules however you want.
I don't know about that
No,
one.
Elise. If anything, it's my responsibility as chief to honor the rules.
But what if it was me who got sick? Didn't you say you'd do anything to protect me? Are your rules more important than I am?
Why would you ask him to make that decision? That seems a little unfair, Elise.
Jurgen, take me to where you meet these poachers of yours. Understand?
I will beat them to death.
It's all right. Don't worry. I just want to talk with them. I'll tell
He
them
says while
that we will
brandishing
only
his
allow
shotgun
the poaching
hammer.
of animals for Isla's medicine.
Thank you, Chief. I can never repay you for this.
Thank Elise for this, not me.
Is it really poaching if you're doing it for a good cause, though?
I'm just happy things turned out okay.
They're in the Sapstrath Deepwood, right?
Because she literally has to.
Yes,
She needs to get
that's
through
right.
to him. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. She has to make that
I'm sorry
choice
that
very
you witnessed
quickly.
all of this. I hope that you'll keep it to yourself.
Your secret's safe with us, big guy. It's not your only secret, though.
We've found our divergence catalyst.
Well, that's deeply unfortunate.
We'll need to follow them. To the Sapstrath Deepwood, then.
Okay, this day just keeps getting worse. Zhao's the catalyst. Off we go. So I guess we don't have much of a choice now, do we? Yeah, oh, that's a fucking tragedy. Yeah, I mean, I guess at least she got to see a side to Zhao that she didn't get to see in the Prime Dimension, but still feels like we're, you know, treading on common ground by stomping it into the dirt again here. It's funny, though, because the whole arc of this character episode kind of rings exactly true to that one skit that Elle had with Gaius back, I think, after Chapter 12, where, excuse me, he talked about how he couldn't forsake his duty to save her, but as a personal friend, he would save her. So, this is just that, except extrapolated across a 3-hour-long story. It's kind of interesting, I guess. Do I have food on? I don't have food on. Let's have, I was gonna say a medium fruit and cheese, but that's 5 battles, and I don't know if I feel like fighting 5 battles inside of the Sapstrath Deepwood. I guess I could turn on a medium fruit yakisoba and just fight 3 battles and then fight Zhao, and that would be enough. But we'll see. Once Elise saw Zhao die for her, now she needs to execute him. Why are they doing this, sir? I told you this game is mean, right? Like, this game is deeply cruel at certain times. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with it, though, because games usually don't get to be this cruel.
Destroy the divergence catalyst. Let's try to find Zhao.
So, I don't know, to me it's kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. You know, the game's depressing and dark and mean. I don't get that from games a lot. Alright, so, can we play as Elise? Let's find out. Okay, we didn't drop the combo that time. That's kind of cool. Hey, Leia, you want to go for a ride? It's such a bad move, but at the same time, like, how could I not use it, right? Oh, okay. Never mind, they're gone. The other nice thing, of course, about Elise having such a small combo is that she never runs out of TP. So I can just kind of hold on to it and use Dispel and all that other stuff as needed. This is emotionally sadistic. I know this is actually abnormal for video games, but why? They wanted to tell a dark tale, and I guess they're doing a pretty good job of it. Okay, a triple encounter. That's going to be great. Should just feel like I should stop. I played the Zero Escape games. I guess that's fair. It's not like meant to be fun, obviously. It's meant to be cruel, and it's meant to show that no, these characters are being tested, you know. So I shouldn't be doing that while I've got the spell going, or not the spell. I don't have the spell going, so maybe I should get the spell going. Good, I got it off before he whacked me in the face. But thankfully, auto medicine is there to save me. You know what might be happening too is I was dropping the combo for between Frozen Flash and whatchamacallit a lot more when I was using Wisteria. So it might just be because of the extra physical attack I'm getting off of the Lindworm staff, and that might be why I'm not dropping the combo as much now that I think about it. I'm just gonna top off real quick. I might not get the chance to, because this battle might be over before. Yeah.
The excitement of victory? Maybe not that much. Come on, don't be a jaded grown-up.
I think you need to be a relaxed adult, Leia.
I always forget about Elise and Leia's post-battle stuff, because I never have the two of them in the same party together. Oh, thanks for the 1 monster fluid. Again, this is why I don't pick up treasure chests in Fractured Dimensions. They just never have anything good in them. I think this one actually is the only one where I would consider picking stuff up, though, because I think one of the treasure chests in this area has a dingy puffball in it, so if you wanted to make Elise's ultimate armor, I think this would be a good place to get a start, but you'd only get 1, so you wouldn't even be able to make a full... I forget what I think it's an elemental cloak, so... You wouldn't be able to make a whole one. It's kind of like, okay. Kind of like her martial art combo. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's very, like... It's very different, I think, from how a lot of characters operate in terms of their combos. And again, hers is nice and simple. It starts with a physical attack, and that's kind of unique because not a lot of characters actually use their physical attacks to start their combos, so... She's a cool way to play, and I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't really get a chance to play her more often, honestly. I feel like it would have been kind of interesting, but we're getting a chance now at the very least, so that's kind of nice. Alright, I think we're... Okay, we've got one more fight in us if we want to do one more fight. I don't know if the fight with Zhao is right here, but evidently no, it is not. So let's have a look around. Okay, so we can't see where he is on the map right now. Alright, fair enough, so we'll just keep going. I think the treasure chests in the Sapstrath Deepwood are actually where you could get the... Okay, there he is. I think I might have to go down and around to get there, though. Because I think you go that way, then you go through there, and then you use the other exit, because I don't think you can jump down from here. Nope, you cannot. Alright, that's cool. We'll just go around. I'll fight this guy, because this guy's a big target. So that should make him a little easier to get the combo going. Also, I'll link up with Luger, so that you two can do some stop flowing. Yeah, definitely not dropping it as much, which is kind of interesting, actually. Do it again, Elise! Look at us build the combo!
Fantastic victory.
But yeah, and that's the other thing, too, is that if you have your other characters attacking them, like in a situation like that where you're just fighting monsters, you can just keep spamming Tipo-Copter at the end of her attack, and as long as your other allies keep adding elements to the combo, she'll just keep going. So, like, it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's completely ridiculous, obviously, but, like, I find her combos kind of interesting. And again, this is... So here's the thing, right? So the combos that I'm showing off here are just my own creations that I have said, okay, well, these will work given the limitations that we have. And the limitations that we have specifically are based on the fact that the combo meter is not as boosted as it could be. When you get to New Game Plus, you can actually buy a grade boost that doubles the time that the weakness or the combo meter stays on screen. So then you can do even more ridiculous combos that are way long because the combo meter is just twice as long. But when you don't have that luxury and you have to keep adding elements after like every attack or else you drop it, you have to play the game a different way. And in a way that kind of gives this game replay value, and that in my eyes is very valuable, even though I don't usually like replaying games, because it means that when you play this on New Game Plus, if you buy that grade boost, it's like playing an entirely different game. It's like playing Devil May Cry in a Tales game, which is nuts, and it's a combination I never thought I would see. But it's cool that they can change up the way that the game functions simply by giving you a longer combo meter, you know what I mean? So it adds to the value of this game. So if I ever go back and play it on New Game Plus, I'll have a different experience, which is nice. Wait, oh, never mind, just being dumb. Okay. I will, I don't know what you meant wait for. Oh, okay, I didn't have to save right where I did. Because we actually have some room to save right here. So I'll save right here. Okay. Let's go confront Zhao. Now, he's going to be weak to wind, so Tipo-Copter will deal big damage. We'll see how that goes.
You threaten me!
Well, he found the poachers.
He's dead!
Holy shit.
Fools. We're sorry, please!
We surrender! Please forgive us!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's gonna work. He's pretty
What is the
pissed.
meaning of this?
They got exactly what they deserved. These poachers tried to blackmail me. They said that if I didn't let them continue poaching, they would tell the world how the Catarl clan collaborated with them.
Oh.
The rules of the clan are absolute. It was a big mistake to bend them. But mistakes can be corrected.
Were you the one who killed Jurgen?
Yes, that's right. I killed him. And
Well,
once
this is a
I kill
problem.
all of you, it'll be as if nothing ever happened.
I see the old habits die hard for you, huh, Joe? Elise, stay behind me. Oh, wait, you're the melee character here. Never mind. Don't stay behind me.
We have no choice but to destroy him.
Ready your Lindworm staff, Elise.
This is a nightmare.
Because we got to put him out of his misery.
Betray me! Elise!
Okay. I think he has Earth Elements, so I'm going to start with just a hard Dispel immediately. Just to prevent that from becoming problematic.
You need to protect Elise.
Alright, now we fight him. Oh my god. He didn't even break in his Iron Stance. He's got some massive Iron Stance to deal with. Well, have this for your Iron Stance. Guys, I don't know if that's such a good... Okay, hang on. I got this, Leia. And then we double it up, because the spell's, yeah, about to run out, so off we go. I could get Erratic Element going from Dispel, but I'm kind of pretty far away from him, so I kind of don't want to. Alright, we got a weakness combo going, good. Now we build the combo. Look at the damage. Okay. So if we had kept the combo going and hit that one, we probably would have broken 100,000 damage with Elise. That's nuts. It might still happen. We'll see. Okay, we're still going. Oh, okay. Nope. We need to move. We need to move. Elise, get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, get out of there too, Leia. You don't want to get comboed into his Mystic Art. I mean, you're across the field from me now, so that would actually help a little bit, but I still don't want that for you, so... Uh-oh, he's calling monsters. That's not good. Alright, let's handle him first, then we'll handle the monsters. Oh good, we petrified him with Frozen Flash. That's helpful. I should have done one more T-Copter. Oh well. Broke his Iron Stance immediately. That's good. Gonna need one more. Gonna need one more. I will reset the comp. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that didn't work out so well. It's okay though.
This have to happen.
I know he's not the Zhao I knew, but it was really good to see him again.
Well, I'm glad that's the lesson you're taking from this. That's a very positive lesson to take from a man who just murdered a bunch of people in front of us. Honestly, playing games multiple times is more of a necessity for you. Your parents didn't have the money to get you a lot of things growing up, so replay value is a necessity for you. Yeah, and actually, same though, honestly. I never ended up doing New Game Plus a lot, but I just basically ended up replaying games fresh. So... It happened a lot because we had not a ton of money growing up. Like I want to just reflect on the fact that when I started doing this project, I had a PS2, and it was like not this project, but when I started doing my YouTube channel in general, it was 2010. I had a PS2, and that was the latest system that I had available to me. We didn't get a PS3, I don't think, until 2012. If I remember correctly, Journey was the first PS3 game that I played for the channel. And it was one of the first PS3 games I played, period. So, Yeah, we didn't have a lot of money growing up either, so I completely understand. Anyway, Zhao's done, so off we go. Ideally, Alvin's episode will not be as depressing. But at least she has friends there to support her in her time of need.
Elise.
Are you okay?
I'm dying, child.
I'm sorry, child. I failed to get what you asked for.
Huh?
That stuffed animal you wanted. The bunnykins. They're made from poached monster fur.
Dun dun dun!
I'm the chief. I have to uphold the rules. Please forgive your stubborn old pop.
So, yeah, we're not getting a bunnykins.
Never forget this. You are my sun, my moon, and my stars. My beloved daughter, Elise.
But at least she got to hear those parting words before this. That's almost as tough on her as L's chapter 12,
That was far
honestly.
more than anyone should have to bear.
And it's happened twice now in your presence, Rowan. That sucks.
But Luger was just doing his job.
Just like the big man was doing his, and Luna was doing hers.
Yeah, but I'm sorry it had to come to
Luger
this,
doesn't
Elise.
do his job, our world could end up kaput.
If Luna had actually listened to me, things might have ended badly just like they did for Zhao and Jurgen.
Maybe. It depends on the situation.
It's true. Chaos often ensues when people in power let their personal feelings rule their decisions.
Yeah, I mean, look at, the United States over the past few years. Okay.
Luger,
Apolitical. We must be apolitical on this show.
They're all nice people.
But they all have responsibilities, which means making choices they don't always like.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're in politics.
And yet, I got mad when they didn't listen to my selfish wishes.
But you were trying to be an idealist. I'm gonna say L1. I don't know if it's the right one, but okay, it is the right one.
But I've been ignoring her for so long. She may not even listen to me.
Well, the point of rebuilding the bridge is that you have to reach out. Or Rowan could do it for you.
Forgive me for interrupting you at such a busy time, Chancellor Marcia.
I mean, you're basically doing yearly playthroughs of Golden Sun, so the obsessions you have with that game makes more sense to those who didn't have context. Yeah, dude, that was fucked.
I'm here with a mutual friend of ours. She has something she would very much like to say to you.
But yeah, I mean, if you're... Honestly, a lot of the GBA games that I played whenever we went on car trips as well. So, like, we'd play any of the Pokemon games from Gen 3. We played those, like, incessantly. And I played enough Final Fantasy 2 to where you'd think I would have understood how the game worked at that point. No.
It seems she was expecting this call.
Ah. Well, time to say your piece, Elise.
Luna. I mean Chancellor Marcia.
You can call me Luna.
Luna, I'm sorry. I was wrong to get mad at you. I know you had no choice when you did what you had to do. I'm sure it made you sad. I'm sorry I said such horrible things to you. I guess I'm just a selfish child.
Elise, it does take a great deal of wisdom and maturity to put aside your feelings and do the right thing. Just as it takes a pure heart to question whether such an act truly needs to be done.
You need both in the political world.
It's something we jaded adults lose sight of far too often.
So, it's okay to stay a child?
It's okay to grow up while staying yourself. Your pure heart might put a stop to ill practices others have grown to accept. It might convince them to think twice.
See, this is why it's important that she become a political figure as long as she maintains her idealism, because it will be a balancing act to anyone else who is in the same camp that Chancellor Marcy is talking about.
I understand. I'll do my best. You really are like the perfect big sister, Luna.
Thanks. Although I'm closer in age to an aunt.
We don't need to tell anyone about that
Do
part.
you mind if I texted you again?
Of course not.
We'll be watching our GHS.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Sometimes you just need to reach out, like we said.
That Bunnykins continues to elude us.
I don't think Elle would want Bunnykins, knowing that it's ecologically unpractical to have it.
Actually,
impractical.
We've been thinking. I'm going to take Elle shopping and find her another stuffed animal instead.
Good. We'll get her one that's not going to kill endangered monsters.
Who knows if we'll find anything as good, but I'll explain the situation to her.
Not exactly the ideal big sister result, but I hope she'll forgive us.
I'm pretty sure she'll be fine with
I'm
it.
sure you will find something wonderful for her.
And it'll be a good bonding activity.
But we'll have to rescue her first.
Yeah.
We're coming for you, Elle.
We'll work on that in just a few minutes. We got 2 more character episodes to do first. Thankfully, one of them is Alvin's, and his is pretty short, if I remember correctly, because it's similar to Rowan's.
Luger, you're a biggest too.
Wait, what?
I'm so sorry. We sorta accidentally saw what was in your laundry basket.
Oh, man, Luger, why? Are you sure that isn't just because it was white and your clothes got in the wash and it dyed them? Oh, boy. We got the Tipo umbrella for Elise for finishing that one. Increases your elemental ore drop rate and your EXP gained. At this point in the game, I'm not really sure why you need those, but I guess it also makes her strong against water elements, so that's kind of interesting, because it's an umbrella. So of course it is. Okay, so let's bring Alvin into the party for the next one. And then Leia has to be in it, so I guess we'll keep Rowan in as well, since it's the old party. They're all back together. This isn't fair. This is personally attacking me. Yeah, Elise's episode, I think it's interesting because it's, if I'm honest, I think Rowan's is probably one of the weaker character episodes for me because it's just kind of there. It doesn't really take any interesting turns, but I think Elise's kind of takes an interesting turn near the end here that makes hers a little bit easier to take, you know? So, yeah, no, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. That umbrella's cute. It's too bad it's not an attachment, or we could give it to any old person in the party. Alright, so Alvin's character episode, then Jude's, and we'll be getting Elise back out for Jude's because we've been using Jude, Mila, Luger, Elise for both Jude's and Mila's character episodes, so we'll just have to see how that goes. And then once we're done with that, we'll do the 2 jobs real quick. Again, we'll probably be going for some length on today's episode just because I want to get to Canaan so that I can send the cats out to find the 100th cat before the next episode. And also there's another job that I'd like to do that you can only get by going into Canaan and then leaving again, which is... Actually, there's a total of 2 jobs that you can get by only going to Canaan and then leaving again, so we'll see how it goes. Again, it might take us like 2.5 streams to finish this game, but I'm okay with that. You know, it's not a big deal. Cheers to a better future. Well, you know, maybe let me think about that one, honestly, because, like, if I... Oh, there goes my phone.
Hello, hello! Nova here!
Oh, good. It's her. Hang on, let me look at my notes before I do this. So if I do this episode and then Jude's, and then I do the Jude and Gaius job postings, we can go to the land of Canaan and get the cat and immediately leave next time, do the dispatch, do this. We could do that on screen instead of off screen. I was going to do it off screen to unlock this. The last hassle at the Tatalian Abyss. We could work on the bonus episode, find the cat treasures, and then go into the land of Canaan, and then we can end it on the final episode, which would... So basically 2.5 streams. So maybe I will do that, honestly. Nova, not Vera, what? Yeah, no fractured dimension this time.
About your next job.
But a job. Oh, okay, hang on.
Sorry, Nova. Luger's tied up at the moment.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Nice save. Thanks, Leia. Luger's like, wait, how did she do that?
Yep, we'll be right over. Just hang tight.
I've never been able to tell Nova no before.
Pretty much. Luger, you've been such a big help to us. It's only fair you come see our big announcement. No, let's call it a celebration.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like things went pretty well for you after last time.
Well, we cleared one hurdle anyway. Baby steps.
And as the only journalist invited, I'll be coming along to document the whole thing.
Okay, fair enough.
We expect big things from you, Snoops. We've booked the bar in Duval, so we better get moving.
Oh, good. They booked the bar that lets me
Way over
gamble.
there?
Fantastic.
I thought I'd be rubbing shoulders with a who's who of Shandu.
I'm not made of moolah.
Mm.
Believe me, I checked out some of the options. My wallet hurts just thinking about it.
Yeah, a place like this, I gotta imagine.
Alrighty.
The penthouses are a little on the
But
expensive
you owe
side.
me one, okay? Better start saving.
Oh boy.
Fair enough. Let's just call this the pre-party.
So don't get too crunk. Got it. Alright, we gotta go to Duval. We'll keep Rowan in the party because I think he'd appreciate having some extra spirits after the whole Drellin thing. Off to the blah. And, okay, there's our whole gang and crew. Do we do a little bit of pre-game gambling with the dice, or do we go to... I'll show the dice first. I don't think I've shown the silver and gold dice before this, so... Wait, she was invited. Why do you owe her one for that? I don't know. It's a good question. I only have 600 chips. Where'd the rest of them go? Probably from buying Royal Feast. Oh, well. Okay, so here's how it works. When you have dice in your inventory, you can use an item before making a bet. So you pick one of the dice, and you go from there. Now, to be clear from before, the silver dice increase your chance of having a joker in your hand. And by that, I mean you'll always get a joker, at least one of them, in your hand when you use one of these. So let's use one and then make a bet. I'll buy a few more chips if I need to. There's the joker. So let's just get rid of these. I should have kept... Did we have a 7? I forget. Oh, well. At least we broke even on it. Oh, this is a straight. Okay, cool. Because the Joker gives us either a 6 or a Jack. Awesome. So maybe we'll win some chips after all. Damn it. My hubris. Keep Mila. Okay, another straight. That's nice. I'll do the 5 bets again because why the hell not? You never know, right? Oh yeah, big money. Alright, so there you go. The silver dice helped. It hasn't run out yet either, so that's kind of nice. Oh, we got 3 of a kind as well on that one. Not bad. I'm not going to save between these because I've actually got 2 silver dice and 2 gold dice in my inventory, so like, if I win here, cool, but if I don't, I'm not worried about it, you know? It's not like we need the money or the chips or anything for anything else at this point. So, looks like we're winning pretty good, though, and the silver dice is still in effect. That's the flashing on the side of the screen that you see there. As long as that blue aura is there, that means that the dice is still in effect. So. Yeah, we'll go with high. I was gonna go low for a second, and I was like, no, wait! Yeah, we made bank on that silver dice. Holy shit, we made like over 50,000 chips. Not bad. And now to lose it all. So now let's use a gold dice. So like I said, what this will do is it will cause you to always get a flush when you boot the cards up. And as you can see, they're all spades. So now if we just click square, we win and get a flush immediately, which gets us 7 times what we bet. So you keep going up from here and you'll get a pretty decent payout. It's not, you know, the 4 of a kind payout that we just got, but it's fine. I don't remember exactly how long these last either, by the way, these gold dice, but they probably last a good chunk of card hands. I don't know if it's random either. I gotta imagine it's like 5 hands, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so I don't have any numbers to crunch for it. Well, that was a very easy 22,000 chips. Good lord, man. And we're at 80,000 even. Alright, I'm gonna try something real quick, because I wonder if I throw these away if I'll get a royal flush. Nope, okay. That is good to know. I wasn't aware of that. So we'll just keep the flush. There is a trick to getting a royal flush, though. I just don't remember what it is. So I'd have to watch. There's a video on YouTube that talks about it. I'd have to watch that again in order to tell you what it is. So. If you can get a royal flush every time, though, you will win major, major chips. Like, you'll end up getting about 180,000 per hand if you do that and you get 5 doubles. So, you would be able to get a lot of Iolite ore and therefore pay off a lot of your debt very quickly, but with this method, if you could get a royal flush every time. So, I mean, we're not doing too bad for ourselves at the moment either, to be fair. So, like, we're over 100,000 chips from just those 2 dice, so... Oh, and by the way, you could also purchase a gold dice from the shopkeeper, but I think I already did that, and it's just like the silver dice. You can only ever buy 1 from the shopkeeper, the trade for prizes section. It would end up in between the Royal Feast and the Friendship Potion there if we did it, so there you go. Speaking of Friendship Potions, I think I might buy 4 of them, just so I have a few chips left, but I don't think we'll need... No, actually, you know what? I'll buy a 5th one, because that'll give us 9 for each of the characters in our party, and that'll still leave me with 2,200 chips, so that's still a pretty decent chunk if I decide to go gambling at all. Alright, cool. I don't know if we'll need 9, but with 9 each, we might be able to, depending on how it all goes, max out at least one person's affinity. Probably be Leia, honestly. She's usually pretty easy to max out. Man, that aura actually is hurting your eyes a bit. Yeah, it's a little bit strenuous on the eyes, to be honest. I'm kind of glad that I'm sitting this far away because it didn't bug me as much.
You started without me.
It probably would if I was on top of it.
You never said not to, right?
Balin was telling me about the time you two went drinking.
So I decided to get drunk, and that's why I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree.
Let's just say it involves a sloppy young Alfred and a humiliating confession.
Oh, no.
Never happened. Stop making stuff up.
Yeah, okay. Sure, Alvin.
Excuse me, can I get anyone a drink?
I'll take an apple juice, sir.
Whatever
Oh, good.
they're having. You?
Yeah, I'll have what Alvin's having. Which is probably an apple juice, to be fair.
Yeah, that's the spirit, buddy. Ahem. I'll start with the big news. We need to unload all the merchandise we've been planning to sell to you-know-who.
Uh-huh.
You okay with this?
Apparently, it's just how you break into the business world in Olympius.
By being
exactly
dubious?
right. Going after them now wouldn't accomplish anything at this point.
Okay,
Hate to get
fair
a bad
enough.
reputation by making a big deal out of this and losing.
Huh. Because that would just make things worse.
And we don't want that, considering you guys are
Fortunately,
trying
we're
to
not
make a
alone.
joint operation.
Balin
here.
had our back on this one.
Oh, good.
I know some people.
You probably do. You work
So you
at Xillia
taking that
board,
job they
so...
offered?
Turned him down. I'm business partners with Jurgen now. There's absolutely no way I'm just tossing that away.
Very well said.
So you're working with Balin
I mean,
in
you
like a
even came to me
trifecta,
for help.
basically? Yeah.
Hey,
It
so
has
are
to be
you
bad
really
when that
okay with
happens.
this?
We talked this over already. It's all good. I'm fine.
I really am glad I got into business with you. Thank you.
It's been a roller coaster ride with these two across this whole character
This was a
episode,
real
hasn't
learning
it?
experience for me. I'm not the world's best businessman.
Well, yeah,
It's
I mean,
pretty
it's
clear
kind
that
of
I
hard
need
to break
someone
into
like you
Olympius'
around.
business world.
Come on.
From Rize Maxia.
I wouldn't even have known where to start without you.
Listen to that. They're the perfect team.
I guess so.
There's no need to patronize us.
We've got our work cut out for us, Balin.
Gotta say, I'm looking forward to the future.
Oh, final question. So, the two of
I
you
was gonna
got
say,
into
are you gonna write
business
this
to
one
build
down?
a bridge between
Yes.
the two nations. And do you still think that's possible at this point?
The two countries certainly have radically different values, but that just makes for a challenge worth meeting.
Sometimes there's more important things in business than simple profit. Now that I've finally learned that lesson, I'd like to try my luck at it again.
I think I have the makings of a great story here.
Figures, Leia's always
everyone's
working,
all
even when she's not working.
From the top?
Okay, let's do this.
I don't think it matters in either way. Here.
Cheers! Thanks, pal, for all your help.
Hey, it's all good, Alvin. Am I actually letting Luger drink a beer here? I don't know how I feel about that. I hope that's just like a non-alcoholic brew that just happens to be
After a thorough analysis of the two
like
countries, I've come up with a totally scholarly theory of civilizations paper.
You have?
What do you think? I could make a fortune if I published this, right?
I don't know about that. Usually those get relegated to peer-reviewed journals, and nobody reads those. We got a squid on a stick for Alvin. That's fun. Restores HP at regular intervals. It's also one of the strongest, if not the strongest, joke weapons available. Fire elemental attack. It makes a funny sound when you hit people with it as well, so that's probably all you really need. But yeah, it takes care of Alvin, so let's get the rest of the group out, and we'll go from there for the final character episode. We'll start it. I don't know if we'll finish it. Now that I'm kind of committed to the idea of doing this in 3 episodes, or 2.5 rather than 2, I'm kind of okay if we don't finish Jude's episode here today, but you know, we'll see. I'm gonna have to see how I do this next week, though, with the streams. Well, what I'll do is I'll stream again tomorrow, and then we'll finish the game on Tuesday, and then I'm gonna need some time basically to get the next one set up, because I'm gonna actually be switching media. We're not gonna be playing a PS3 game for the next one. I'm gonna try to play it on my PC, actually, on an emulator. I have the game that I want to play on the PS3 in case the emulator doesn't work, because it's too powerful of a game, but I'd like to play it on the PC, so we'll see if that works out. If not, we'll play it on the PS3, it'll be fine, and then we'll just go from there. But yeah, we might be switching media, so I'm going to need a little bit of extra time to set everything up. So, we'll see how it goes. I wonder if Cambelar would have fruit yakisoba available, because at this point I'm like out of food, aren't I? Yeah, pretty much. Hang on, that's not what I need. I'm pressing every button except the one I need. Okay, there we go. Well, let's see what they've got in the shops first. And if they don't have what I need in the shops. Okay, back to Drellin before we do Jude's character episode real quick. Drellin's just such a nice little stop-off. It has just a nice little tune in the background. It's got a good atmosphere, and it has all the items I could ever possibly want from the shops. So, it's just nice. Okay, and the food vendor. Let's get this and this. I think that might be it, honestly. I don't think I really need... Yeah, because we've got a medium fruit and cheese and a large fruit and cheese in case we need it for any actual fighting. Like, if we... Are there any more fractured dimensions, now that I think about it, that we need to do? No, because the bonus episode is in the prime dimension, and this one's in the prime dimension. So I think we've got all the fractured dimensions that we're going to find in the entire game now. So that's neat. Alright, then. So now let's just save real quick, and then we'll head to Cambelar. We'll go work on this whole Celsius thing, because we know that's what this is going to be about. And then we'll go from there. Oh, no more reality shattering? Yeah, Luger doesn't have to have that on his conscience now when he goes and sees Elle again. So, I guess that's nice for him, I suppose. Jude, where the hell are you? Oh, okay, I gotta take the gondola up. That's fine. See, I was going to say something else there, but I could feel those... You know how when air catches in my throat and I get that coughing fit? I could feel that coming on, so I said nothing at all. And then I said, I'm just going to... In my head, I just said, I'm just going to take a drink. It'll pass once I do that. And yes, it did. So I guess I just got to keep that in mind if that ever comes up again. Where dreams once thrive. Hey, Celsius. Got an idea about where to go?
The ice spirit climb is quite intense here.
Oh, this is Cambelar. It's pretty damn cold.
Yeah. We thought it might make you feel a little more at home.
It is quite pleasant.
We're ready to show you those places you remember. Any preference for the order?
Under their current names, the areas are the Kajara Sea Falls, Fenmont, and Fort Gondala. I'll leave it to you.
Okay.
But just make sure Fort Gondala is last.
Alright, we can arrange that.
Why is that?
You asked if I had a preference, and I answered.
Fair enough.
Fort Gondala is a military installation. We should probably ask Rowan to get us permission to visit.
Okay.
Good idea. I'll give him a call.
I was gonna say, should we get Rowan in the party for this one? It would make this next part a little tough because we wouldn't
In the
have
meantime,
a traditional
let's
healer.
start by
but...
visiting the other two.
Alright.
Take me to Kijara Sea Falls, or this Fenmont of yours.
You know, it's kind of a shame that they didn't actually draw like a traditional character portrait for Celsius. I feel like it would have they didn't do that for Kyle and Tanner either. I understand for them because they're like really not that involved there, but having that extra traditional character art like the characters in the party have when they talk down in the corner there, I don't know, it just feels like a little bit more appropriate, I guess. Let's start with Fenmont, because why the hell not? We'll go to the town, and then the dungeon, and then the fort, I guess. Okay, so it looks like she wants to go to Order Bridge first, so let's do that.
What a strange little city they've built here. There wasn't a building in sight last time I was here. Just an endless field, perfect for watching shooting stars.
Are you telling me they terraformed this place to have all this water?
Wow, that sounds nice.
Or is that just them extending the irrigation canals?
People used to say that if you wished upon a shooting star before it vanished, your wish would come true. The human who brought me here loved those silly superstitions. He taught me all sorts of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, Mila, thinking about it, she's a great spirit. You're the, you know, the great spirit of the 4 great spirits, so maybe you jump in?
No, Jude is slowly melting the ice around Celsius's heart. I'd only get in the way.
I guess that's fair. Don't want to,
Celsius taught
throw
me
you
a
under the bus, but...
500-year-old method for making wishes come true.
Hmm.
Want to give it a shot?
A spell for granting wishes? Interesting. That does sound like the sort of thing humans would enjoy.
I was gonna say, maybe she should have taught it to me so I could do it for Elle.
Let's try it.
Here, you move your hands like this while you make your wish. Intriguing.
Yeah. Did you ever make a wish with anyone? Back in the day?
I don't recall.
I'm sure you don't.
We've made our wishes. Shall we move on?
I might have made a wish with the person that taught me this,
what he
but...
wished for.
Yeah.
As if asking now would do any good.
Probably not. You can't hide anything from me, Celsius. I can see all of these things. Probably the Neokara entrance would be better. Because we need to go, I think, to the waterfall for this one. I think. Yeah, we need to go to the waterfall for this one. Now the real question, am I going to be able to get up here without getting into an encounter with 3 land crabs? No, this Powwiggle. Yes, I am. But we're not out of the woods just yet. Okay, now we are, I think. As long as this guy doesn't get in my way. Which I can avoid by having him come this way and then going around him. Those monsters would die in 1 physical attack, by the way. Trust me, I know, because I fought a few of them while getting up to Gold Seal. So...
This is just as I remember it. Cool and relaxing.
Probably a lot cooler than being out in the hot sun.
So it's always been like this?
They say that couples who stand at the top of the falls develop an intense bond for each other. Daredevil lovebirds used to scramble up there all the time. One man in particular was persistent in inviting me as well.
Was this the one that taught you how to grant wishes with a spell? Did you go?
I am a great spirit. I have little interest in participating in human traditions.
You know, an attitude like that is the reason why you guys have been separated for a while.
But
No offense.
I did enjoy watching other humans do it.
I see. It must be an important human custom.
Actually, I've never heard about it.
Then perhaps it's fallen out of practice.
Probably because you're standing at the top of a waterfall.
Shall we give it a go?
Yes,
Jesus.
why not? And you needn't worry about slipping. Undine will make sure your fall isn't fatal.
Good to know.
Not fatal?
My nostalgia
Jude, you're a
says-
healer. You can mend your own
You
broken
may do as
bones.
you please.
All right. Then we'll be back in a jiff, okay?
I'll just keep an eye
Are
on...
those two always like that?
Yes, actually. They're pretty close.
Interesting. It feels like only yesterday that he and I talked here. Has it really been 500 years?
You lost a lot of time, didn't you?
We went all the way to the edge.
And Jude looks the worse for it.
Maxwell, I didn't think you'd actually go through with it.
The view was worth the trip alone. And you should have seen Jude.
Mila, I told you to pretend that never happened.
That's right.
It's embarrassing in front of my new friend.
I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. But if you found it upsetting, I shall suppress the memory.
He couldn't snap pivot the waterfall, you see.
In that case, you don't have to forget it, but just keep it between us, okay?
Man, you guys are
Very
really
well.
hitting it off
Shall
near
be
the
our
end here,
secret.
aren't you? I guess Jude and Mila both know that,
that was certainly
Mila doesn't have much
fun.
time left, so they're
On to the
like,
next stop."
maybe we should do that thing that Cloud and Tifa did in Final Fantasy VII underneath the High Wind, you know, near the end of the final, before the final battle. We haven't gotten to that game yet, but we will eventually. Okay, so Fort Gundala is the final place that we need to go. But I'm going to save it to Talus High Road, just outside of the fort, so that way we can head there on the next episode of Tales of Xillia 2, the Stream Edition, where we will find out what Celsius learned about her travels as we went to these three places, and whether or not we can actually enter the land of Canaan for once, so that we can maybe make a little teeny tiny bit of headway into rescuing Elle, because that's kind of a little important, don't you think? Either way, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I will post the schedule for next week on Twitch, YouTube, and Discord shortly after I get the description done for this one. But we'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time to continue with this game, and we will get it very close to completion. Let me look at my notes and see what we've got. Jude's last episode will be done here. We've got a couple of jobs. Go straight to the land of Canaan, get the cat. Another 2 jobs. We'll do that one on screen. Do the bonus episode, Cat Treasures, and then that one right there. So probably the Land of Canaan and the final bosses and ending will be on the final episode, and we'll get everything else that I've got on my list done tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. In any case, like I said, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I don't know if I actually said that. If I haven't, I'll say it now. And I will see all of you on the next one, which will be tomorrow, Sunday, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is daylight savings time tonight and into tomorrow? I just got a message about it to remind me, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So we got to set our clocks back 1 hour. So it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow that we'll be rejoining and working our way up with this one. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. And if you'll excuse me, this tree ant wants words with me. Let's see if he wants words after I send him to hell with a holy bottle. That's what I thought. You get the hell out of here. Too easy with these guys.